hear us? Please tell me you can hear us.
We are trying to restart. I think I might have solved the issue. So I had the YouTube up there so I could watch. Yeah, there we go. We're back. So I think it might have been because we were trying to watch the YouTube chat at the same time and we're demanding too much from my PC. I do my best to try and keep track of all the communications, but it just gets difficult.
Okay,
But we're back. We're back. We're ready to go.
Okay,
You guys have seen the deck lists. I don't need to go back into it. My editing skills really going to get put to the test here because I'm going to have to cut this and staple that.
Okay, but back to size question. I think it is actually pretty solid next set. I think the Supernova build is really strong. I was thinking about building it, but I don't want to have to get 4 SEC Luffys from the next set.
All right, just a reminder, we got the video set up. We are going to be taking quick cuts all the time to help myself with to ease my editing for YouTube. So we got ourselves a fun match here between Wolf on Caesar Clown versus Porter on his favorite green-yellow Trafalgar Law. Let's get in the match and let's hope for some massive victories. So starting off here, I know that Wolf said that he wanted to try out against a deck. Did he specifically say your deck or?
No, he just wanted this on camera.
Okay.
He was playing it and was really upset when he found when he had to be paired round 1 against blue-purple.
Not a very favorable matchup, I can say.
Yeah.
A lot of tall, big characters. He's only got a lot of like minus 1,000, minus 2,000 abilities. So once you start getting a 9, 10K, that's really outside of Caesar's really effective pop range. So here we go. We got the new dragon here from Caesar Clown here.
This is not
Nice
new.
little
This
blocker.
is OP
It came out with Caesar, didn't it?
10, yeah.
Yeah.
And here I'm just getting rid of it immediately.
Makes sense. And coming up with one of your favorite searchers here. The Kid Killer Search. Not to look for a Supernova. Grabbing X-Drake. One of the secret Supernovas. Here comes 5. Wolf immediately on the take.
I believe at this point he did not have Monet, so...
Okay. Again, we were talking about earlier, Monet is a key piece to this. Still is.
The entire deck is draw Monet or die.
Yeah. But
There's
getting
also a
ulti
card to help you find Monet. Adds a
added
card to
something.
hand.
Did you see if it was a Monet from the angle? It was really quick.
No, you don't actually get to see with this card.
So here comes 5, getting rid of the board state. I can see where Wolf's head's at. Really wants to remove the pieces that you can constantly keep bouncing to keep adding value.
I'm looking at the hand. I do not see a Monet.
All right. So doesn't have one of the key pieces yet here. We'll see if he can recover from it. Here comes 5, just asking for 1. A lot of 1.
Oh, wait, no, I do see a
There it is.
Monet.
Yeah, I see her. All right, ulti going to be the counter here. Now going to be another bounce blocker series, a bounce blocker, yeah.
Yep.
To get himself another blocker. So we got 2 blockers, Capone Beige and Trafalgar Law in play, along with a Kid Killer. So build up a good board state here. Definitely on the defensive. We'll see if Wolf can combo off some plays to kind of pop some of these characters. I imagine the first one would have to be Capone Beige, am I right?
Yeah.
Did you remind him here? Or
First he's doing resolving the minus 1k for Monet.
Got it. So we're minusing the 1k here and popping with the Monet to get rid of Capone Beige. Attacking anyone with an ulti here. See if we get a counter from Porter. All right, 2k. Back to Wolf here.
1K.
All right. Playing out the blocker. Marco, we were just talking about this. A brand new powerhouse from PRB. Was originally at a ridiculous cost. Now $14 to $15. It's getting played in anything blue, guys. It's just that good. On KO, draw 2, and a blocker. So expect to see a massive amount of usage of this. I remember back in the day when his anti-KO ability was really highly valued. Looks like we got a blocker Law attacking into the ulti, looking for 2. And looks like he's pulling Tony Chopper to the front, and he's going to give it. There's a 2k. Now into, all right, Life Law.
Heal
All right.
Law into restand Law into life, bounce that back, play out the restand Law, restand the blocker.
Nice. So now get the blocker value and then another 6k into the ulti. You're going to require another 2.
Another 2, or take the ulti off board.
Yep, allows it. Debating on it. He's thinking it back. So we're going to see. Oh, he's just going to give you the block. Right, go for the 2 draws. Interesting. All right. Possibly trying to set up for another turn. Obviously, Wolf with the key piece in here. We'll see if he can keep bouncing it and kind of stabilize. I know Trafalgar Law is going to be a little bit harder for him to pop. It's going to definitely more of a resource investment. But if he doesn't remove your 7 cost, I like the strategy of just going constant heal until you just kind of like whittle them out of resources here.
I mean, here it's not fantastic, but there's a Honesty Impact, so it's dead.
All right. So it does have the 4/6, I think, cost for the Honesty
6
Impact.
cost it. He has 8 done right now.
Yeah, 6. This Honesty Impact going to take care of it.
No. Yeah, he's -4 and then KOing the blocker law.
Yep, and this will give him just enough here to get out the Monet combo. It allows him to rest, reduce it again, add the 2 Rested Dawn to the Caesar to make sure the Caesar attack is active, and now he has the ability to pop that Trafalgar Law. So answering definitely the right threat here. And
then,
Porter on the take. Yes, it is your buddy.
What, am I not your buddy anymore?
He's so hurt still. There goes a 9 Dawn turn for Porter. We'll see if he has a follow-up. I would like to see maybe, because it did take a lot of investment for him to get rid of the last one, but we're going to get a search. Maybe find another Trafalgar Law life gain cycle here. What do you think the best approach is for this deck against Caesar right now?
Okay, that's fair, little pound cake. We don't shame. We don't shame
Oh,
on this channel.
God, no. No, absolutely not. All right, Basil Hawkins to pick up from the search here from Monkey D. Luffy.
Well, if I figure if I just get a card.
Okay. Like to see some life gain. We'll see if we get it. He is at 9 Dawn. It has 8 left after the Luffy play. We'll see. Going in first with the Restand Law. 6 asking for 2. Looks like he's pulling a Tom up front, so it looks like he was going to and decides not to. Takes a life. Definitely keeping the right combo pieces in hand. I think Wolf has been doing a great job of controlling the board state. But in your mind, I mean, do you, out of the routes you have, because you have so many different routes, so you can take this deck kind of like stall, kind of hold up.
Well,
or
the stall strat's down because I bottom decked 1 heal law and now the other one's gone.
So, unfortunately, yeah, that is 2 in the yard, isn't it? No, wait, I only see 1. Capone Beige is the other
Well,
one.
the other one got bottom decked.
Oh, okay. Here comes 7. Asking for 2. Yeah, right, there's 2, needs 1 more 1K. And Virgo getting pulled, maybe? Or risking a Monet here.
He does have 2 in hand.
I like getting rid of the Virgo here. I like that play. Enough to answer it. Keeps himself at 2, even 2. Kid Search on the way. Gets to look for another Supernova. What would be a prime hit right now?
Cavendish. I haven't seen that. That would be a nice thing to see.
Right. Looks like a Jewelry Bonnie on the pickup here. And an immediate tap to put out the Basil Hawkins you search for the Monkey Luffy.
Yep.
All right. I think if I remember correctly, I was in the studio and you were like, can you destroy this, please?
Yeah.
Can you KO this, please? Would you like to KO this one?
And he said he was thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, it does get it off the board, but he is going to have to take a life if he decides to KO that Basil Hawkins. So Wolf in the tank here. At a full 10 Dawn, a lot of cards he can play here. Everything really dirt cheap in this deck. So he's got a lot of options. Got the Kobe to play if he wants to set up for another turn. 2 Monets, so he can theoretically pop the Basil Hawkins. But I think, how many would it take to get the Trafalgar Law?
Another -1K.
So 2 Monets should be able to do it?
Yeah. But then he'd be leaving 1 open to be vulnerable.
That's true. That's very true. It looks like he does have an... Let's see. I thought I saw Mocha. No, she's not in the hand. Is it? The second to last card, is that Mocha? Is... No.
Maybe?
It could be a... Not too familiar. I haven't seen enough on stream to really like call it out immediately. But he could have a Mocha in hand to do another 1,000 reduction if necessary. But here comes the first one. I believe this is going to be Monet right off the top here. Okay.
And what a surprise.
Right.
Who could have ever guessed Caesar playing Monet for turn?
Right. Minusing the... Okay, yeah. Porter saying the Basil? The Basil? All right, there's 1 minus. Needs 1 more to make sure the Caesar effect is online.
Or you could just
it's
swing into it.
It's the film lady. It's, what's her name?
Karina?
Karina.
I mean, he's just swinging into it.
Okay. Using it here to bounce.
And then KO.
Okay. Not going to dedicate anymore. Doesn't want to lose the 2 Monet package here. I respect that. Likely going to put out some blockers here from what I can see in hand. First one is going to be Kobe. That's not a blocker, but maybe another one.
Marco.
Yes, Marco. All right, another great blocker. 6K blocker on effect. KO. You get to draw 2. We've already seen it effect once, giving Wolf a significantly good hand size. Did we see a pudding in this deck whatsoever?
I don't think we did.
Yeah. I do like putting in this format as a one of. Capone Beige, the reveal for the effect for leader. And because we said you may, you don't have to.
Yep, play back out the Luffy, just try and find more. There's the Cavendish.
There we go. Do you feel like this is a little too late, or do you think we can find a recovery?
It is pretty late,
Yeah.
and he does have his removal engine fully online.
Especially for what we can see in hand. Pretty devastating. Was that a Edward Newgate on the last card there?
I think that was the law.
Okay. Oh, the new law. That's right. X-Drake here, gonna rest that blocker.
Wait, no, I missequenced it.
Okay.
Cavendish first.
Okay, Cavendish to get the 2 back. Smart. Gotta get the 2 back so you can play the Dawn appropriately here. Then add the Cavendish, which is going to rest the blocker. Now we do have an attack capable from both leader and from Restand Law. And at least a life hit for Basil Hawkins. Or an ulti hit. Decides to go board here. Porter does like to prioritize board quite a bit. So we'll see. Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
Right? Well, it seems to be like it has been ineffective. I'm not saying it's wrong, but you more often than most players will always prioritize board. It's not wrong. I'm just saying that this seems to be the case I see more often than not. Some people like to just live dangerously and just attack life. You try to play to the outs. I respect that. Here comes 6 into the Marco, asking for 1k. Ooh, looking like he's going to give up one of his pieces, and he is. Monet is going to protect it.
I mean, yeah, at this point I figure he has 2 in hand, because there's no way he gets rid of a Monet
Right.
if he doesn't have another one.
On the draw here, still at 10. Both players still at 2 life. See if the Caesar Clown can come up with some kind of attack strategy. Don't want to attack with the Marco because you can't restand it in this deck. It's not like you're playing Porter's restand deck. Looking for a potential attack from Kobe here, which does have plenty of targets to KO on swing.
It only has the 1 target.
Plenty. That's all I need is 1. But KO on the Luffy on swing gets the extra draw effect. And 2 cards out of Porter's hand. All you need is 1. Punk Hazard, search here from the Virgo. Let's see what he finds. Some of those definitely not findable, but that Neutrafogger Law is a good target, and he goes to the Tony Chopper. Good call. Nice little 4 cost, 6k defender on your opponent's turn, if he wants another blocker. This Wolf really just sequencing like a tempo control thing, trying to make sure that every single turn he's removing at least 1 piece. And right now, 1 piece.
Oh, there goes the Cavendish.
Oh, with a big target on its back now here. Looks like we're going to see the combo with Monet here. Yep.
It's not a combo, it's 1 card.
It's 1 card cut to the leader combo. What? Okay. Is Cavendish already weak enough? It is. Yeah, it is. Okay. So definitely making using the minus 1,000 to kind of like and make it easier to swing into the bounce law. But I imagine on the swing going to definitely KO the Cavendish.
That's the only thing he can KO.
And he swings into, so that's a double 2-for-1 special for the swing there. Pretty impressive swing. But I think that's all he's going to be able to do for this turn, yeah?
Pretty much, yeah.
Leaving the 2 open. Could be an Igloo. We know he doesn't play it, but you think he threatened? Did he tell you about the Igloo?
No.
It's Punk Hazard.
It is.
Yeah. One of my personal favorites in the Smoker deck. All right. Looking like we're going to get a swing from this X-Drake. Wolf hasn't pulled the trigger on KO on this Basil Hawkins. Going back with another Cavendish. Good. We have a secondary copy. It's a critical piece for this deck. But it looks like you're running out of resources in hand. Is that just 1 card in hand?
It's like, yeah, it's not a lot.
Not something you want to see, because one of the things that your deck thrives on is having so much search to refill that hand over and over again.
Yeah. Not having that is rough.
Here comes 5, looking for, I imagine, going board here for Kobe, or maybe to life.
Yeah, probably Kobe.
Gives up another Monet, so potentially...
No, that was a law.
That's a law. Thank you. Similar framing, but yet. Another 5k. Will he protect the Kobe? Has to give up a Tony Chopper to do so. I can't imagine he wants to give up that.
I mean, it could be
Another law. We haven't seen any action from this law yet. Wolf debating on it. Is it worth hanging on to? He's going for the free block. Now making that Marco a little bit vulnerable, but at the same time, I don't think you really want to swing the Marco, do you?
Not here, really.
Here comes 7. Imagine this going into Kobe. It's going to require 2, the Tony Chopper and the Law if he wants to protect it. But gives up a blocker.
And I'm leader affecting.
Reveal. For a... Oh, nice. A nice little freeze Julie Bonnie. That one going to be able to stop the restanding of the Marco blocker. Like that play.
Yeah, because the Kobe can't KO anything, so it's not that big of a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it's a draw, but I'm more scared of the Marco than I am the Kobe.
Makes sense. Especially don't want to give him card advantage when you're at 1 to his 4. Rayleigh the play. Oh, no. What
Rayleigh's
a powerful.
rough here.
Yeah. And it's the perfect at 10 Dawn because he can Monet combo and Rayleigh at 10 Dawn.
Yeah, so he gets rid of both here, which is rough.
That's huge. We're gonna see if Wolf see. I mean, he obviously sees Alliance in the front here, but what a powerful play! Really showcasing that how strong that card still is and deserves to be a little bit more expensive as a manga, in my opinion. A little more expensive. It's a good manga. Rayleigh's a goat. But can he use the Rayleigh to pop
It's
the
just
Cavendish?
in such an overprinted set
That's fair.
that, like, there's so much OPA going around that competitive viability doesn't really factor into manga's prices all that much.
That makes sense. Oh, I was gonna say, did he add that does Don to his hand? It's an interesting trick to add Don to your hand.
No.
That's what you want to put in him, is when they add the Don to your hand. I'm gonna put in your Don away. You'll be forever stuck at 8. All right. Oh, gonna go for that take. He was not bluffing. He was not bluffing.
I mean, here he has such, like, complete control over the board that makes sense.
Hody could cost him the game, though. He doesn't have a blocker.
Yeah, but he has a lot of cards in hand.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Does have...
And Hody has a 7 and a 9, or 2 8s, which he can counter out of at least one of, which leaves him alive and leaves me dead.
Fair. All right, going board here. Gonna get rid of that Kobe at least now.
Also, I don't have a...
I know.
Hody.
Yeah. I think that would have been your play, honestly, if you saw
Yeah.
it, right? All right, so we're Jury Bonnie here.
Bonnie
Another...
put Marco to life. He's realizing that it's equal or less life for the Bonnie for me.
All right, makes sense.
So, there goes the Marco, but the game's over at this point. I have no cards in hand, I'm pretty sure.
Gonna bounce it back.
Bounce it back
to reveal
Cavendish.
Cavendish. Yeah, but you gotta leave that there. I actually played Wolf in the Sim today. That was surreal. This game is surreal. Just looking at how much removal this has, I kind of like it. This really played into the strength of Wolf. Those that don't know, he started off on our channel as a Shanks main, and he loved the control Shanks build, the minus 1000 pop.
Yeah.
So this Caesar is really just a callback to some of his favorite playstyles. And I gotta say, honestly,
And here I'm
and you're just conceding? Okay. Yeah, Wolf is going to take the win.
It's like I was just saying, just like 11 and 12 in that game.
Yeah. Honestly, good choice here. And we were trying to clean up here. This was the last match of the day. Obviously, the first feed to watch, but it was the last match of the day. And we were being pressured by the store to get cleaned up and get them out of here. So, but still a great matchup. Still got to see, like, I was saying that I really got to respect some players that play to their strengths. There's a lot of people out there, like we know that Blue Nami player, he was able to get a couple tops. And I remember a lot of creators were talking about how, like, Nami was good only if you were this player, because he was so good with that Nami deck. And if you play to your strengths, you play to what you know best, and really refine those skills, you'd be surprised what you can take into some major tournaments. So super excited to see Wolf's deck on camera, and maybe even potentially getting some wins in here in the future if he stays dedicated to it. But he might be switching. What did he say he was going to switch to in the next set? Do you remember?
Next set, I'm not sure.
All right. So that's going to do it for this round. We're going to take a quick break. And as soon as we come back, we'll get ready for round 1 of this 4-round night of One Piece Championship Series 5, Week 10, Part 1. Stay tuned. We got a lot of great content coming your way. And don't forget to comment for your chance to get one of these packs. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Umbra Pie. His name is Jimmy D. My name is Porter. And hopefully the audio didn't cut out and ruin my bit.
Right? That was so good. Welcome back. I'm so glad to be here. I hope you guys are too. We're here for the first round of this One Piece Championship Series. Week 11, Part 1. As we get into this. Nailed it, Porter. He loved it. Curly just loved it.
All right.
We're in for a great matchup. Curly, who seems to have a curse
did you fix
or
the leader on the side as
yes,
well?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have a mirror match going into this next round. Super excited. This is Silver's Rayleigh versus Silver's Rayleigh. Right, I bet you guys are going to know who's going to win this match, but we're going to find out between two players, Curly and Slacktide, who decided to bring
How
this
many
deck.
monkeys and how many typewriters does it take to win the Rayleigh matchup?
Right? We got two different lists with a little bit of different tech that go into each. I'm really looking forward to showcasing the choices that both these players made, and I actually have their full deck list. So they responded back to it, so I'm really excited to showcase some of the tech that they brought in here. And I'm going to talk you guys through what it is to play a Rayleigh's mirror match. I played Rayleigh quite a bit, and I've seen this match.
Whenever he plays, he doesn't play quite a bit, but he has played Rayleigh quite a bit relative to how much he plays.
Yes. And Curly is going to basically use this as a lesson in deck building strategy and tech here. I mean, I don't think that it was the most god-awful thing I've ever seen in life, but I think it is something that is beneficial to all those at home who might be a Rayleigh main and want to see what it is in this matchup and where you want to be focused.
I've probably seen worse plays. I've probably made worse plays.
Hands down. Hands down. Right for me. We're going to get into the deck list, starting off with Curly's deck list right now.
So immediately I see a card that I was yelling about you not to play.
Right, and a card that I'm actually quite a fan of. This Ronor Zoro at the 4 cost here is the one he's referring to. I noticed that the rush for this deck is absolutely critical, and the spacing and the just the ability to put rush in here is so tight, it's almost impossible. There's already no room for blockers whatsoever. This deck does not want to stall. It does not want to play late game. It wants to beat its opponent down before they get to 10 down turn. And rush is critical to that overall strategy. There are a lot of really cool cards that combo with this. Boy Hancock, thing off the top of my head, is one that really combos really nice. Swing with it after using the Rayleigh effect. Sack it, put the 2 Dawn so you get yourself a nice little Rono or Zoro swing. And on KO, it gets to play any of the characters in the deck, like most of the characters in this deck. Any character with 6,000 power or less other than Rono or Zoro, which is everything in this deck. So you have the options are endless here for replacement if necessary, and something that's absolutely critical in this deck is to keep characters on the field. Even though you do have some utility to draw some cards on KO, you do have some other abilities that have some great on plays. You want to be.
You were saying that while highlighting a non-attacking effect.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm the on plays here that also turn themselves into attackers. Buggy allowing you to get yourself a nice little red event, or that's it. You get the Nami, allows you to look for Straw Hat cards. You've got the Shocky, lets you look for red events and Luffy. You have Boa that allows you to look for red events and Luffy. And then you get this Luffy card that is the key to this deck. And it's going to be the key to this matchup. Being able to keep this alive on board is going to be absolutely paramount. This is probably, arguably, one of the strongest swings in the game, in the deck right now, because it has this innate ability of 2 more given Dawn to any character. Gets plus 2k, so it becomes a 6k power. During your opponent's turn too, so long as there's 2 given Dawn. And on play has ability similar to the leader to reveal 2 events and play a red card with power 3,000 or less from your hand. Then you get to add 1 Rested Dawn to a leader or character card of your choice. So really nice to add some power to Rayleigh for the swings. Most of this kind of leans against Rayleigh getting some massive swings. You've got the Rayleigh Can't Be Blocked card. You've got a lot of these 2Ks in here. This one allows you to search for more red events. A lot of search in this deck.
Other things that
And
don't
of
just
course
search
the character.
events.
The 3 or more cost.
You're so used
red
to whipping characters off of this that
I
you
know.
forget that it doesn't just search events.
Right. You got the color Conqueror's Supreme Hockey. This is arguably one of the best 0 cost counters in the game, given that if the opponent has a full board, you can counter up to 8,000 power overall. It's absolutely insane in the right situation, but a nice little 3k counter for 1 Dawn if necessary for that 1 attack. You also have the 2k or activate main to give a plus 1,000 attack to your leader here. No Kid Killer should be illegal. I kind of agree with you too, because like that's where the spacing situation here. I'm not seeing a 3-cost rush, which is necessary for Blackbeard and certain other matchups, especially if you want that favorable matchup against Blue-Purple. You've got to have rushers. You've got to have those early game rushers, and there is no 3-cost Zoro. There's also no Kid Killer, which is an absolute finisher and has been for a long time in these red decks. So, but it comes down to the argument of what do you cut for these rushers, because a lot of these
I mean,
cards,
there is one situational rush.
yeah, just this rush right here. So this is his take on trying to meta scheme, if you will, but allowing himself to try to ensure that he has a body left on attack, because one of the biggest downsides of playing Rayleigh is that they start cleaning board on you, you're gonna run out of steam real quick, and they're just gonna take you away in the late game.
I don't think I will, Little Pound Cake, but thank you for the invitation.
Right? Now up against the Slack
Against Rayleigh.
Yeah.
Huh.
This one has the rush package. So he's opted to use not only the Sanji that's a little bit different here, the 2K counter, but the one from Star Deck 21 that gives Straw Hats unblockable.
21.
21. Also playing the card that Little Pound Cake actually recommended I put in my deck, the Monkey D. Luffy from...
I was also yelling at you to put this in your deck.
Yeah, super good. I used this all the time when I was playing Dragon, when I first got started here. Downtime soon, this character cannot be KO'd.
When were you ever playing a deck that wasn't red?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Dragon was the King Dragon, if you will.
I feel like Dragon is the opposite of a king.
That's true. That's fair.
Why would you ever call Dragon a king?
He's my king. I'm just kidding. All right, let's go into the other rush package here. You have the Ronar Zoro at 1 and the 3 Kid Killer, which I actually agree with. I think this is arguably one of the best rushers in this deck. This one has the ability to be 7,000 power as long as your opponent's at 2 or less life.
Has the ability to kill kids.
Yeah, right. And it used to be a game finisher in red decks. The other notable difference here, Radical Beam at just 1. It's a nice little defensive here that can be a plus 4,000 in the late game. And you have the Gum Gum Mole Pistol.
That was in the other deck too.
Yeah, this one I would argue against playing personally, because as we stated before, these decks are trying to go as fast as possible and beat your opponent. You don't want to be playing defensive. Most of the cards in this deck are 2K for counter if necessary, but in reality, you want to be going face as much as possible. The trigger's okay, but honestly, I'm not a big fan of this card. I tried it out for a little bit and realized it's counterintuitive to what this deck is trying to accomplish. So, those are deck lists.
Play the defensive Rayleigh build of your dreams, people.
Right. Let's get into it. Round 1 of this championship. We got Slack Tide versus Curly. Now, as a person who's played this matchup quite a few times, one of the keys to here is going to be board focus. You, as a player, know that the critical win con here is having a lot of weenies on the field and trying to get as many swings as possible using leader effect, using these extra abilities to play characters for free and cheat out some characters. Your whole win con is as many low to the ground swings as possible. So
Curly with a strong start with Buggy.
Right. Now, not fighting against Slash. Is Rayleigh Slash? I think yes, he is Slash. So it is going to be protected from the Rayleigh swing, which is pretty good in this mirror match. But
and Zoro and Kid Killer.
It's really effective in Zoro. I think that's why it primarily made the deck list. It does do good stuff with...
No, I'm saying in this deck list, the 3 cost.
Oh, the Zoro is Slash. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the 3 cost one.
And Kid Killer's Slash.
Starting off for our Shocky look. Top 5 for a Monkey D. Luffy or an event. It's really going to come down to ensuring you can get as many swings as possible and control the board state. That's really what it mostly comes down to. The person that can maintain board state advantage by having more characters out and getting more swings will eventually likely win the attrition war. Because that's essentially what this matchup is. It's attrition. I'm going to be putting out a bunch of weenies, you're going to be putting out a bunch of weenies, and whichever one of us runs out first is ultimately likely going to be the loser. I like this search, though. Going to grab the Sanji from the Punk Hazard and pass back the turn. Now, Dawn 3 here. Curly going to have the advantage. I do agree with the idea to go first in this matchup. Definitely want to put the pressure on the other player as much as possible. But playing 3 to, I guess, advance his board state here.
Brook?
Taking the rest of Dawn, right?
That's on attack for that Brook.
Okay, on attack here.
That's the 2K Brook that is on play.
That's right. But using the leader effect here to get at least a 5K buggy swing, asking for 1, immediately gives him the Sanji. Here comes another 5. This one going to be a take for Slack Tide. 2 good hits here. And already taking the tempo in his favor. Good job, Curly. Now, Slack Tide, likely familiar with this matchup, is probably going to be allocating more resources to getting rid of this buggy. So that means Nami and Shocky, prime targets to get pumped up to try and knock out this buggy. We'll see if Slacktide has the 2 events. Surprisingly enough, it is sometimes difficult to get the 2 events. You need to activate the leader ability. Just with some bad hands. Eventually, you draw into it. Like, the searchers and everything get you there. But in the beginning, I can't tell you how many times I've had a hand with no events. There you go. Yeah, he does. Starting out the Monkey D. Luffy play here on curve.
Wait, we didn't play anything off. We have the Sanji.
Yeah. No, he discarded Sanji.
Oh.
For the counter. So
okay, we're just doing it for the rest of Dawn then.
I guess, yeah.
We just don't have
a target.
Oh,
no, he does. He does. Okay, good. So, little bad sequencing here, really weird. Like, he was trying to reveal the leader ability.
We're trying to make these things watchable, Slacktide, okay?
Curly says, the worst part is being beaten by other Rayleigh decks on the sim.
He has beaten.
Okay. I know to go board, and I know where I was doing...
He doesn't know where he was during this.
Yeah. Mentally, I can see you disappearing a little bit here. Shocky, get that power up, being able to remove the buggy. So good on Slacktide here. Now going to counter back with another 6k swing. Curly with a take. Easy decision. But now going to be on Curly to try and answer back. And try to pop some of these characters if possible. This Brook is on attack KO, right?
No, attached to Rest of Dawn.
Okay. So, can maybe set some stuff up here. Hopefully Curly can follow it up with his own Monkey Luffy. Definitely needs to start adding some board state here. It's already fallen upon 4-to-1 on the character ratio.
There's the amount of Dawn needed to tap a Luffy, and
there we go.
Luffy.
All right, Luffy the good play here. Revealing the same 2, Conqueror's Hockey and the Search. So allowing to play for a 3,000 or less. We'll see what his choice is. Likely has a lot of choices, given how big his hand is here in the early game. Shocky the play, gonna look at the top 5.
That's kind of rough.
I'd like to see another buggy.
Or a Sanji.
But we did get the rest of Dawn to have the Brook be able to at least tech for 5k if necessary. And it is.
I mean, we could have just leader affected too.
Absolutely.
Honestly,
well, maybe we can get a big attack here too.
I guess, yeah, that gives us 7, but...
It is base power, so... It does work around. Here comes 5.
Wait, so we're just not leader affecting this turn?
I guess not. So... Missed the opportunity to do leader. Maybe got distracted by the fact that he'd already used the leader ability technically with Monkey D. Luffy, revealed the 2, so maybe got lost in the sauce. Got a lot of revealing in this deck here, but did not go board, which is pretty interesting here.
Yeah, I mean, if that's, especially if we're not going board and swinging into the Shocky.
This one definitely went life. It was only the 1k here counter from the Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah, so, but if we were gonna go life anyway, why didn't we leader effect?
Yeah. Again, I think he just got lost in the sauce here. The only explanation I can really think of. That had already activated Luffy and just mis-sequenced this and forgot to give it the leader ability. They might be discussing that right now, actually. But Curly here at 7 with 1 open. Conqueror's Hockey defense. Not a bad play for the next turn.
I mean, we still have a leader swing.
Yep. But going to use the search event. Oh, no. That takes him off from the Conqueror's Hockey play. Personally, I would have liked to keep this open for the... Like, he's got 4 characters on board. A minus 1k against Rayleigh is absolutely devastating. Because you're already having to invest quite a bit in your characters, and I got to invest even more to make sure that they can swing. Most characters get the leader buff just to be a 5k, but if you minus 1k across the board, pretty devastating here. But all right, we're gonna go for a simple 8, not into Shocky again. Sadly enough, going into life and Slacktide on the take. Curly says, no, I should have added the other 2 Dawn for total 7k. Yeah, I prefer personally with the Conqueror's Hockey in hand. Leave those open for these massive boards. This is where Conqueror's Hockey has the most amount of value.
I believe he was talking about leader effect, not Conqueror's Hockey.
The other Dawn for a 7k swing, because he was talking about adding more Dawn.
Added more.
Yeah, I honestly would have kept the Dawn open.
But I don't think he was talking about leaving the Dawn open. I think he was still talking about leader effect, because you have to remember they're on a delay.
That's fair, absolutely. All right, Boa Altart from Slacktide, gonna get him a nice little search. And a potential late game combo swing. I don't like using it early. I hope Slacktide doesn't. I see a lot of Rayleigh players like to use the ability just because they can. Going for the Radical Beam. Alright. This could actually come in handy if he gets down to 2 life here and can protect some of his characters. So almost instantaneously. No, okay. Thought he was trying to sack her. No, she's so much better when you can really affect attack and then sack. So much value from this boa, as long as you wait. But activate leader ability to get the Shocky up. Imagine this one's likely going to go into Brook. What do you think?
I mean, probably. Or we put a Dawn under it and go face.
Okay, here's 5. We'll see. And going Brook, asking for 2.
Why put the Dawn under it then? Why put the Dawn under it? It would be 4 into 4, which it's still 1 card out of hand.
Fair.
And why is he only giving up?
Like, I agree with you, especially on that. Those at home trying to wonder about the math. He's going to get 1 card out of hand, and most of the Rayleigh cards are 2K. So, it's a card for a card. Like, it's a wasted investment when you know you're only going to get 1 card. And you know this deck mostly has 2Ks. Huge 6K swing. This one was a take on Curly, and here comes another 6 from the Sanji. We'll see if Curly wants 2K out of this. Does not. Immediately takes 2 to 3 life now. Curly now on the back foot. Needs to spend this next turn attacking life for sure, but 7K swing first for Slacktide before he passes. Comes 7, asking for 2. Will Curly give it up? He will.
That was 2 Conqueror's Haki.
No.
Yeah, in that case, we definitely should have left 1 up.
Yeah. See, just looking back at this, that Conqueror's Haki, especially if we would have had access to even 2, could have negated a lot of these attacks. Slacktide leaving 1 open, likely for the Radical Beam to save one of his characters. But we'll see. Curly definitely needs to start going board. Shocky to Shocky, Luffy to Luffy, or Luffy and a Sanji. Something just to get these things off the board.
I would go to Luffy. I would not go into Sanji, because that just gets him another card.
That's fair. 8 Dawn turn here for Curly. Let's see if he can set up a stronger board state. Definitely going to be taking some massive swings from Slacktide next turn. See. Yeah, Curly at 8. 6, setting 6 aside here. Maybe 6. It looks like 6 from what I can see here. Don't know what he can pay at 6.
Is at 7. So that's
another 4. Okay, so that's 4. Revealing 2. Yeah, I think honestly I would have kept the Conqueror's Haki in hand and pitched the Unblockable, knowing that the Unblockable is just an irrelevant card in this matchup. We know going into it this deck doesn't play blockers, so trying to have that can't be blocked card.
And the Brook,
kind of just
put 2 Dawn under something.
Mm-hmm. A better.
It has to be 2 Dawn on the same thing, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, the one's for the Luffy.
One was for the Luffy.
Yeah. So it looks like we have 2 or 3 Dawn left here.
Should
to play have 3?
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 3.
Mm-hmm. Right now, a 7K swing from this Luffy that is live. Let's hope Curly starts prioritizing board here. I do like the sequencing here to drop the Luffy to get the Brook to get the excess Dawn taken care of. Here comes another search here for Boa. But unless we're activating Boa's effect, I personally don't really care to add this at this time. I would save that as the last move for the turn. Conqueror's Haki defined. Leaving 1 open. Hopefully we'll leave that 1 open for a Conqueror's Haki. And we should see at least 2 swings. Shocky to Shocky, Luffy to Luffy. Hopefully get rid of some of these cards on board. Oh no, already going to see using it, in my opinion, a little too early.
I mean, here I think maybe we just need to guarantee get the board presence off.
Yeah, and tapping the Dawn that we could have used for the Conqueror's Haki to look for a Straw Hat search.
Is it going to whiff?
I hope not. I hope not. That would be like salt in the wound.
No, okay, no.
All right, finds the Rush Zoro.
We're getting the bad, stinky Zoro.
So we could put in some work, but the combo's already been wasted. All right, let's see if Curly goes board. Now ready for the attack here. I get where he's coming from too. Curly plays a lot of games that have like your different phases, so sometimes you can get stuck in there. And there's one of the things that it's a little bit difficult for new players to realize that you get to play the game at any rate you want to. You can attack, and then build board, and attack and build board. There's all just a main phase. So one of the more difficult things for newer players is to realize that it is important that you kind of rack and stack your moves at the right time here. But it looks like we're going to counter out of the first Shaki attack. Hopefully that went live, or went to board. Did it go board?
I don't know. It was just a 2K. I know it's powered up to 6K. No, that was life.
That was going to life. No, we cannot race him in this situation.
And there's a
Conqueror's Hockey,
which is devastating.
Yeah. That one's just going to 3K counter out. But we got one left swing here, hopefully going board after getting some assets out of hand here. This leader is minus 1,000, so this will be a 6K swing. All right, Conqueror's Hockey affects everything on the field by minus 1K. So 6K, hopefully going into Luffy. All right, good. Finally gets something off the board. All right. Let's see. Now it's going to be on Curly to survive this turn. But definitely been more manageable had that Shaki gone into a Shaki, personally. This game of attrition might... It's just... I feel like that's where this game ends.
I mean, we could have easily stabilized that turn. Shaki into Shaki. Boost the Luffy into the Luffy, and then the Rayleigh into Sanji.
And got some extra cards in hand, too. Agreed. All right, using the search event, adding an active Dawn to look for the top card of his deck. Slack tie to 8 Dawn here. Grabbing a Kid Killer. It is a character of 3 costs or more.
Live.
Yep.
It's also live.
Yep. His opponent is at 2. We'll see if he plays it, but I think right now Slack Tide's probably going to use leader ability, kind of get some swings in, maybe go for some board cleanup. If he can't get lethal this turn, that's really where he wants to focus. But here's that combo I was talking about. Revealing 2 to pump out the Boa. Conqueror's Hockey and the Radical Beam, the reveal here. Here comes 5. Imagine this goes into, what, Shaki?
No, that was
into life. Okay.
I mean, here, or maybe even just trying to set up for a lethal push.
It's possible. Here comes another 4K. This one likely into Shaki.
5. That was 3 Dawn under.
Is that 3? It is 3 Dawn. Yep. 5K. Is this one going live?
I do not know.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to put the pressure on here. Here comes 6. Looking for 2. Slack Tide. All right. Conqueror's Hockey.
Okay, now I think we pivot to board.
Yeah. And here we go. Nami into the Shaki. Gonna get rid of one of the attack targets here. But can Slack Tide afford to... Or can he survive the next swing? Does have a few cards in hand. Does have...
I mean, now we still have the Kid Killer.
That's fair.
We can just pivot to Luffy now.
Yep, and I imagine he will do so. One of the strategies here that I don't think people are realizing, Slack Tide notably knows that if he goes board first, those counters are going to hit the protection of the characters. So all these attacks really to hit his life were just to get cards out of hand, to put Curly on the defensive here.
I mean, if he didn't have any counter, that would have been a good way to also just pivot lethal.
Yes, absolutely. So it's a good test. I like that play here. Going lethal for the first couple swings, just poking, but while getting cards out of hand, now making it easier to go board for some more even attacks here. 7 and a 6 was just enough to KO one of those Luffys. But had he gone board first with that 7 and 6, more likely Curly was able to defend himself out of this. All right, it's gonna be on Curly to try to clean up house here. Take advantage. Another Conqueror's Hockey. Hopefully leaving one open for this one. He is at 9 Dawn. 8 left after the allocation here. Conqueror's Hockey and Conqueror's Hockey? No. That was I think it was a search event. But this one going to power up the Brook.
Okay, I think we need to go board here.
Absolutely. That is a search event. Okay, so using the search event. Look at the top 5. Grab a character or event card. See what he grabs. Or top 4, sorry. Another
Okay,
search.
Another one. That's
okay.
rough. That's real rough.
Right.
That's not what we want to see there.
No. Maybe play another one. This is the only one that doesn't have 2K counter, so he's probably going to want to get on his hand. But reminding to pump up the Luffy now that he does have 2 allocated Dawn to a character or leader. As leader just so happens. Let's see what this one hits. All right, 2K counter or plus 1,000 power to your leader. But 2K counter likely to give me the use of that card. Alright, so 3 of those Dawn of the 9. That's 6 left here. Let's see Curly's allocation. Hopefully goes board state here. Not enough swings for lethal in my opinion. Slack just has too many resources, too many cards in hand. And is likely to get a lot of 2Ks in life. Alright, here comes... Oh, going to life here. Gonna hit. Slack gonna take.
And I think that just ends the game.
Yeah. Having not gone board here, he's just too vulnerable next turn.
I almost feel like we could have even stabilized this turn, but now we're just going life when we can't. Okay, now we're going board.
Okay.
That was to Kid Killer. That's good.
Good call. Getting rid of one of the biggest threats.
I would not have gone life with that first swing because that gave Stalactite another potential resource.
All right, killing Sanji, so we should see a Nami on Nami swing here. Hopefully clean this one up. Does leave one open for the Conqueror's Haki.
And we forgot about the Nami.
And we didn't swing at the Nami. Okay, so that Nami was live. Nami towards Shaki or Nami. Get rid of the board. Get rid of the value.
Or at least get a 1K out of hand.
Right. At bare minimum, reduce the amount of cards that your opponent can attack you back with. But we'll see if Slacktide can see the way to victory at 10 Dawn. And now going to do a search. And notably, he's got 3 Kid Killers in the deck, so this can't grab a Kid Killer, but he could have one.
It could bottom deck the other 2.
That's true. That's true. That is one of the bad sides of some of these searchers. When you, like, they can, like, force you to bottom deck something you don't want to.
Sanji. I don't think we win this turn, but we definitely win on the crackback if we, like, stabilize here, maybe even get 1 poke into life.
Right. Especially with leaving it with leader and with just Nami to attack here. I think, honestly, Slacktide's best route here is to clean board. And then just go for lethal next turn. We'll see if he does have any rushers in his hand. Either the 3-cost Zoro or the Kid Killer. Putting 3 aside, 3 aside. Those look more likely to be allocated Dawn 4 attacks for the Namis.
I mean, we do know he has a Sanji in hand.
Yeah. And a Sanji, yeah. So Nami, Shaki likely going to get some attacks in. And leader. So 3 piles, 3, equaling that 9 Dawn he has left here. Activating leader ability, pumping up one of the characters. Shaki, good call. That makes the most sense. Because it's Silver's Rayleigh.
I guess, yeah.
Powder up. Alright, we're going to get 2 underneath it, so that's going to be a total of 6 into Brook. Yep. Asking for 2 cards.
No, that was life.
Life.
Oh, is this the end of the game?
This could be. Maybe he just sees the line. I don't know how many cards. Curly Cat definitely has a Conqueror's Haki and 1 open. I would have used the Conqueror's Haki right here because that's a 3K counter.
Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty easy to pivot to board if we used the Conqueror's Haki there, though.
Still,
that would have been like the world's easiest board pivot.
But at the same time, it saves you from taking the life hit. You don't take the life hit. You Conqueror's Haki. You try to survive and then try to get maybe a rush off the top here. But you use the 1 open, defend that attack altogether, and now everything he does from here on out, he has to invest more Dawn. So the swings coming at him are actually a little bit harder. This Nami's now 1, his leader's at 4. This would have been a 6K swing. It's now a 7K swing. Is this going live?
No, I think it's a 9K swing because I see 2 armaments in life.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You used the plus 1K.
Also, we didn't use the Dawn for the Conqueror's Haki there. I just saw for the counter out of the 9K.
Yep. That could have gotten out of this as well.
That would have been an additional 1K. We wouldn't have had to get rid of the Brook there.
Right.
But now we definitely can, like, potentially use the Namis to pivot.
Yeah. Curly, thank you for that line, by the way. I'm going to use it next time I see it. All right. Showcasing all the counter I used. 2, 2, and 1.
And not realizing that we could have just tapped the Dawn. Do we have another one? But we always tap the Dawn first because that's everything.
Yeah. I don't think he has anything left. I think that was his hand.
Just one of the Namis was played this turn, so it's not lethal.
Yeah. Especially with what he has left here.
Brook.
But knowing he has no cards in hand, it's a lot easier swing. And this would have required 2 Dawn on the swing. He had to use the Conqueror's Haki. And a kid
playing
killer to
swing.
no kill the board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally go definitely just getting rid of the threat. Now that
And
Curly
that's
has no
just the
cards. Yeah. Curly on the top deck needs to see Goldie Roger. I'm just kidding.
And if he does, he gets an immediate game loss. Disqualified from the tournament. Rayleigh has text on that leader effect.
Did you read the small print? If you put it under a blacklight for other purposes, you can see that it says except for Goldie Roger.
Do we need to put your leader under a black light? I don't know.
I think we should probably we should probably not.
I don't know. I don't want to know what you've done to your leader. I don't think we need to put that under a black light.
All right, full load up here. I guess he's gonna try and go for the 2 life hits.
I mean, that doesn't do anything.
I know.
We go board, I guess. Maybe hope and pray that 1K counter gets us there.
Right? I mean, he can kill 2 characters, but he's still left with 3 left coming at him next turn.
Yeah.
All right. Curly says, the heart of the cards made me pull it back plot armor. I can see that. All right. Slacktide with an easy take because he knows there's not a whole lot of answers that could be coming his way.
Yeah.
Here comes 9. I mean, I would take this if I was Slacktide.
I mean,
This is the remaining
This
dawn.
is all the dawn.
Yeah,
no,
just take.
It's all the dawn. We know we're not dead.
Yeah. No, Curly, it's not happening. We're not doing forensic files here.
What have you done to that, Rayleigh?
Here comes 7,
What have
just
you
trying
done
to
to
poke.
that old man?
Yeah, and
That's
then
utter
Rayleigh.
abuse.
Alpha swing coming in for 15. Rayleigh style win right there.
I think we need to put this man under file for elder abuse.
Elder abuse.
Rayleigh's an old man.
That's fair. I'm an old man. I'm like the oldest man in this whole scenario here.
I mean, Rayleigh's like
He's slightly older than me. That's
80.
fair. That's right. That's fair. All right. All right. We're going to be nice to the old man. We're going to be good. Guys, that's going to do it for round 1. I hope you guys all learned something. I know Curly did. We had a great conversation. I want to let you know he's in the chat. He's been watching us. He knows that he's not taking it personally. We're really just here trying to help them, other people and Curly, like make better decisions. And I know that he does often when he's playing the sim do that. But sometimes the lights get blinding. Sometimes you get confused.
sun's in your eyes.
Right, right. There's a lot that could be happening in your life sometimes. Sometimes you're just distracted by the stress of life. And I hope that wasn't the case, but I hope that from here, he's going to learn that lesson. And next time, come in swinging even harder. Right now, we're going to take a quick break and come back with round 2 right after this. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Humble Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D. With me.
Yep. It's me, Porter.
Yeah, we're back again for round 2 of this tournament and event. We have 2 exciting decks, Blackbeard versus Star Deck 21. I guess you should be able to call who the Star Deck 21 is if you've been here long enough.
It could be anyone. It could be literally anyone. It could be literally anyone.
But it's not. It's Colin back into the camera with his deck and his favorite. I'm grading right now. Should I give some zeros just for the fun?
No.
No. No. Allow the perfect grades. Allow these kids to learn. If you know it's all AI, yes, give it a 0.
Yeah, if you can tell that it's AI, give them negative points.
Points, right?
Honestly, if it's blatantly AI, give them negative.
Like, think for yourself. Start asking your own questions. All right, I digress. Let's get into the deck list. We got Greg on Blackbeard. One of his pet decks he's been improving. We got some really good stuff from the PRB set to kind of like slightly increase the power of this deck. And we have Star Deck 21, which is just sitting at the regular Star Deck 21. You've seen it here before, but we're going to cover it again. I'm going to check out both these decks and see which one is favored in this matchup. Hint, it's not Blackbeard.
Barely plays on plays is going to win against Blackbeard.
Yeah, right. This one is, I'll start off with the Monkey D. Luffy deck here. This Starter Deck 21, the one that has just a power crept Starter Deck 1 Monkey D. Luffy. Ability with 1 Dawn attached to give 2 Rested Dawn to a character. Really good. As the ability also included with Nami here, which was in Starter Deck 1, that would add that Dawn for free. For the rest, you got the Nami Searcher. You got the Anti-Starvation 2K.
4 on plays with the Nami Searcher, so that's 4 on plays.
Yep. Then we got the Brook here, which is another one that gives some 2 Rested Dawns for an on play.
Puts us to 6 on plays.
Likely going to be used more as a 2K if necessary.
Yeah.
We do have this amazing on play here, though. It does stop from blocker, so this could be an answer if Greg decides not to discard in a late game. I don't think that's going to be the case.
And that's 9 on plays. And I don't see any other cards that have like super damning, or I guess
Rarely.
yeah, Rayleigh.
Yeah, the Rayleigh. But we do have this Nami here. Activate main once per turn. Give up to 2 Rested Dawn to one of your straw type leaders, type or characters.
Okay, so 11, technically 14 if you count Dragon, but Dragon is also just good as a rush body.
Right, 9K. Got this amazing Goldie Roger. Love that he's keeping it in. I think most red decks, if you can, legally, put this in your deck, you should absolutely have it in your deck.
You should also cheat and put it in Rayleigh. They'll never notice. They'll never do a deck check.
Right?
You don't have to submit your decks beforehand for major events.
Right?
You never have to do a deck check. Just cheat. Just cheat. That's all you have to do is you just have to cheat.
Yeah. I think Emu's coming through you right now. Let's get into the rush package here. We got the Rona Zoro, Kid Killer, another Rona Zoro that combos pretty well with these because they do give a lot of Rested Dawn.
With the leader, it just gives it the Rested Dawn needed.
Absolutely. You've got the Monkey D. Luffy rush, this rush with the Monkey D. Dragon, and the Goldie Roger. The other on play that this one can turn off in late game is the Relay. But most of the early game stuff, like it's going to be asking him to discard, but almost to a negative effect.
There are only 11 relevant on plays,
and most
11 like solely on play cards in this deck. It's not looking good for Blackbeard. I'll say that much.
Right.
Technically 14 on plays total if you include Dragon, but I'm not including Dragon because you still just play Dragon because it has Rush.
Exactly. 9K is not something to
9K Rush is still not bad.
All right, tell me about this Blackbeard deck from Greg.
Well, here, so the reason why we're talking so much about on plays is the activate main, trash a card from your hand. Your opponent's on play effects are negated till the end of your opponent's next turn. So that effect is not going to be getting a lot of use in this one. Cards in this matchup that I think are going to be good are the new Shiryu from PRB. If your leader has Blackbeard type, this gains blocker and +4 cost.
Super good against anti-black removal and blue.
On KO, if your leader has Blackbeard pirate types, KO one of your opponent's characters with a base cost of 4 or less. So basically Lucky Roo, but for Blackbeard, which is really strong.
Right.
Then we have this other Shiryu that if your leader is Blackbeard pirate types, and this character was played this turn, KO one of your opponent's characters with a base cost of 3 or less, so more removal. We have your cost reduction, your Laboons, your Van Augers, and such to use like with .q to get rid of things. We have Burgess to make big. We have Belly Teach to be big. We have Black Vortex, which can punish like bad sequencing. We have Black Hole, which is another like good removal thing. But other than that, we're just trying to like try to get towards 10 cost Marshall D Teach, and just chain these back to back, and then get a bunch of 12k blockers that shut down your opponent.
Especially in this match, it's going to be incumbent upon Greg to make sure they can survive to get the 10 cost.
Yeah.
Literally the only way he's going to be able to survive is if he can back-to-back these. There are a lot of ways to search for it. There's a lot of ways to get it, and a lot of ways to get it back from Grave. And I love the Burgess at 2 now, because there's so much recursion with the Kuzan and the Marshall D Teach. It's easy to get this card back. You really only need 2 to finish the game. So it used to be a 4 of staple, and now making room for some of these other neat cards, like the Devon card that's kind of unique. I haven't seen this one played too often.
No, this is just a good 2k. This has been played since the starter deck as another 2k option.
Okay. I didn't see it too much in deck list, but I'm glad to see it here today. Nice little pitch outlet, too. But you got the 1-cost blocker here that was really designed specifically for Blackbeard.
Which I don't believe... Did they get to the anime with Caribou?
They have seen him. I believe I don't know if that was. I don't know if that was AI. I remember. I'm a little bit behind on the anime for Egghead, so I can't remember Katarina Devon did the thing yet.
The thing with Saturn, yes.
Yes,
they
she
did.
So then that in that scene should have been the scene that Caribou was
I
introduced.
thought Caribou was like after, but
I thought it was like really. Maybe it's because I'm trying to mesh those 2 side stories together. But yeah, if you're out there, Caribou is a character. He was on the ship. You should know.
He's basically Bartolomeo, but for Blackbeard Pirates.
Right.
Is how it seems. Although there are other theories that we can't get into because those are definitely manga spoilers.
Right. One of the things I don't do on this channel, if you're watching from YouTube land, I don't like to spoil the actual anime. But if you're not,
manga.
I don't like to spoil the manga. Thank you. But the
anime is fair game. Spoiler for the manga: Garp is a very good character that is definitely logically consistent and justified in all of his actions.
If you're not caught up, please do. It's so good. I know we got a lot of really good resources coming up here soon that are gonna make it easier, like the shorter run anime coming up soon, and of course you get live action. That's gonna take forever though if you wait for live
Honestly,
action.
I think the live action is never gonna fully catch up because the actors are gonna get too old.
Right.
It's like I don't think you can do One Piece in live action on a schedule like that because
Well, the characters only grow like 3 years, and it's been 18 years worth of or 20 plus years of content.
yeah, it's like they would have to record everything right now, otherwise the actors are just going to get too old.
Right? You're gonna see Gumba.
It's like I think the casting was really well done.
Oh,
Phenomenally
absolutely.
done for the casting for the live action, but as it stands currently, I don't think they're ever going to be able to finish it because the actors are just going to get too old unless they like work the actors in the most inhumane conditions possible.
Right?
Which
Or just
they
use
shouldn't.
like the weirdest CGI. It's gonna look so awkward. You remember when they tried to take care of Superman's mustache, and it just made his face look just so weird?
I never watched
The Superman movie.
That was Justice League.
Was it Justice League? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Right. Yep. I just remember the scene for the Superman and them trying because he was in a different role and they had to CGI his mustache away. Oh, it looks so weird.
I don't understand why they couldn't just be like, hey, can we just schedule around this so that he can shave?
Right? No, we're gonna pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to have the CGI and make his face look inhuman.
Honestly, I'm going to go on a quick tangent.
Sure, go ahead.
Why are superhero movies live action?
Yeah, that's a good point.
If they're already going to be so predominantly using CG anyway, why not just be animated and lean into the stylization that's inherent to comic books as a medium?
Yeah, that's very fair.
It's
honestly.
like, and we know it can be successful. Just look at Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse for America, but look at Demon Slayer for over in Japan, the highest selling
I'm not
movie.
even going to talk about anime because it's anime, obviously.
But anime is literally leading you to the idea of like what could be amazing art. Do you disagree? Like anime. I do want to talk about this play here, though, before we get lost, and we'll get back to it in just a minute. So we're going to see a Nami effect to add that to Active Dawn, which is going to be able to activate leader ability to get this Zoro to attack.
I mean, that's
Huge
just the bread and butter
combo.
play for the deck.
But such a great combo here. We're going to get a big 8K swing coming into Greg with what is this, turn 2 or turn 3? And Nami in the cleanup?
This should be the 5 Dawn turn, so turn 3.
Yeah, that massive amount of damage that soon in here. I I will let us get back to that commentary here because I think this one's actually going to end pretty quickly, if I remember correctly.
It's a red deck, of course it does.
Yeah, and Colin putting a lot of pressure in here. I do like the plays from Greg here doing some board cleanup. Yeah, I promise we'll get back into that discussion.
Yeah.
If you like those kind of discussions, you got to join us live because that's going to be the stuff cut for YouTube. Using stage of discard to grab a card off the top of his deck.
And it's like, so I do agree that I did really enjoy Thor Ragnarok, but I still think that would Ragnarok not have been better if it was animated?
I personally
Because
think so.
I think that they could have lent a lot more into the stylistic choices of Ragnarok if it was animated, even more. I'm not, like, look, I am not a huge fan of the MCU, but I think it could be, and one of the main reasons is that, like, you're just missing the inherent stylization native to comic books with, like, and still, like, you're basically animating the movies already, but not, but, like, not benefiting from any of the benefits of animation.
Right. All right, so we have the Monkey D. Luffy play here. The Rusher. When attack, it does grab a Rested Dawn and attach it to anything. But it looks like we're just going to use the Nami's ability to attach all those Rested Dawn to the leader for a big 9K swing.
And then the leader put 2 under, and then...
And when swings to grab another? No, I think they're all active at this
all
point.
the Dawn, I think.
Yeah, I think that's everything that he has for Rested anyways.
Yeah, leaving the Dawn up for Rad Beam, I think.
Makes sense. Huge big swings here, but Greg having to take all of that hand just to defend against these massive swings. Already at 2 life on his 8 Dawn turn. Greg needs to survive and start locking this board down with some teaches if he's going to survive at all. But that means hanging on to no counter when Colin is throwing these characters in the face every single turn. And we've seen Greg literally activate the leader ability every single turn.
Okay, well, there's Burgess. Also, Sai, I feel like people should want to see a movie because they want to see a good movie, not because they want to see famous actor. It's like, I would rather see a movie because it's good. And, like, they hire famous actors to be in voice acting anyway, which is not
when
good.
When they know... No, certain actors...
Like, Mark Hamill is a great voice actor.
I was going to say, Robin Williams, when he did the Genie, oh my God, there was no one that could beat that.
Okay, but Robin Williams isn't alive anymore.
Fair, but it's more to take to
It's
like the value of that. So it looks like we got a Rad Beam with very limited value, but we got two 2Ks.
Leader effect there?
Yeah.
Why are we leader effecting against this deck?
I think for the Rayleigh play, I think if anything,
Rayleigh against 1 card on board.
This is a 9 Dawn turn, so we could fear that the excess advantage he's going to get if he Monkey Dragons. It is a 9K swing, but the reduction of the 2 Rested Dawn.
But that's counter we maybe wouldn't have had.
That's
in
fair.
Hand.
Yeah. I know Greg really needs to try to survive to get to back-to-back dragons if possible. But here's a dragon. This one not going to get the 2 Rested Dawn abilities, but
it's still a 9K thing with Rush. And we can still always don't have leader effect.
Well, I got the Nami to add the 1 leader, and just going to add 2. Leader effect still alive here. 7K swing. This one's going to be a take. Oh, this is not looking good for Greg. Here comes 6. He's going to add an additional Rested Dawn for a 7.
So 7.
Getting the Burgess he just grabbed. Now 9 to take the last life. Greg has to take.
Not using leader effect at all, though?
Interesting.
We could have made that a 9 and 11.
That's fair. Could have been an even game, depending on what's in Greg's hand.
Or we could have made the 7. We could have made the 7 a 9, which would have definitely been game.
Yeah. Greg on the draw here.
I don't think we can get punished here.
All right.
I feel like this is way too late. Because even if we do 10 cost and like freeze the dragon, we still have 2 swings.
Yeah.
And
showcasing what's on the bottom of this deck, not too happy. But here's the first, but maybe too late. Marshall D. Teach gonna lock down the dragon. Can't attack, but and here comes 5. I'm matching into life here, just a poke. Gonna get a 2K to counter.
Sai. The entirety of Thanos' army was already animated.
Yeah, right.
You wouldn't be losing that much.
All right, 10 Dawn turn here for Colin. Dragon can attack. One of these blocks guaranteed from the Marshall D. Teach. Just needs to attack enough to block it and save the rest for a lethal swing. Colin might see lethal. We'll see where it's at.
I mean, it depends on how many cards Greg has in hand. We just swing with...
Oh,
actually, never
Rusher.
mind. That's just the end of the game. Because we just put 2 Dawn under this and it can't be blocked.
Yep. So let's see. Yeah,
Out there.
and he's just saying he has no counter in hand. So that's just going to be it. Colin going to take it out for that quick, swifty red rush to the face. Definitely advantaged in this one. Definitely advantaged.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get more into what you were talking about here. And I mean, honestly, we've seen a lot of these movies. I like the animation styles that we've seen. Dawn to Dawn showing live action per view stuff that I've never seen them like done as
What do you
well.
mean live action per?
So, and not live action, but for point of view art drawing, like next level. If you guys have seen a lot of this stuff, like they've really taken the skills of animation to a whole new level. Being able to do things that originally seemed too difficult in animation and push it over. Point of view searching, really easy to do with a camera, obviously. I got a camera, I got to shake it a little bit if I'm trying to pretend that I'm behind the camera to give that experience to the user that, or to the consumer that, oh wow, I'm experiencing this. Dawn just showed you can do that in animation to a whole new level. And you remember the dancing ghost, right?
Right.
Absolutely insane. The fighting styles in animation and the things that you can do in animation, next level. Demon Slayer was over the top with the way they could get those fights. We had the actual creator of One Piece say, I wanted to switch over to the artist from Jujutsu Kaisen because he was so impressed with the art style and the fights that occurred within Jujutsu Kaisen, taking the manga to a whole new level. Now imagine being able to do that with some old art, some old stories from like 1980s and 70s storytelling for our superheroes, but now being able to introduce some of those amazing art styles. Next level. You're right. I think if you're going to spend the money, this astronomical amount for CGI that already looks fake, why not just go with the animation?
Yeah, and I don't care about it looking real because what matters is the story feeling real and expressive. I think that people focus too much on realism. I will say one thing, and I think this is also more of a thing with video games. I will always take good art direction over good graphics in video games. I think that you can have bad graphics, but if you have really solid art direction, I think that carries you a lot more and makes your game's graphics age a lot better than what might be at the time cutting edge graphics. And I mean, look at Legend of Zelda. I mean, I'm not talking. Silksong has good graphics because
Its animation is not as advanced as it could be, but it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, but what I'm mainly talking about is like 3D games.
Okay, fair.
My example is Wind Waker. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker has aged a lot better graphically than a lot of the games from its time period that were trying to be realistic because it wasn't trying to be, and because of that, it still looks good today.
That's true. Yeah.
Like Team Fortress 2, another example. Nearing 2 decades of being a game at this point, and while Valve certainly doesn't really care about that game anymore, I mean, it does have a bolstering community, and like the graphics still look good today. Yes, I did finish reading JJK.
I have not finished. I have been spoiled, but I have not finished. Go ahead.
I mean, I was just gonna say, yes, I have, and I am in the camp of I'm not a huge fan of the ending arc. I think that the ending was fine. It's just the final fight with Sukuna was very weirdly paced and was dragged out for way too long. I think.
And Sai saying he didn't think the art was that good towards the end. Yeah.
The art, I mean, it was obviously Gege was being rushed, and I blame all that on like the editors and the Shueisha higher ups.
Yeah. And maybe it sucked because it was so rushed. I get where you guys are coming from. I think.
I mean, not rushed. It was being dragged out. It's the opposite of rushed, in my opinion.
So why would the animation get bad if it was dragged out? Wouldn't it give more time?
Because weekly releases, forcing constant weekly releases because JJK was big and that's what was selling the magazine.
Yeah, but then it would mean it was being rushed.
It was being rushed for art. Yeah. For the actual story, it was being dragged.
Yeah, and tell them to delay it a little bit longer to keep it going.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But still, that was all studio meddling.
Last Day of School Syndrome 2?
Don't know that one.
No. The Last Day of School, you kind of just give up mentally. You don't care.
Oh,
so
okay.
he towards the end when he wasn't really writing to try and end it because he's just like, I've already been burnt out from this thing.
It was art like JJK already started as a story Gege did not want to write.
That's a shame.
Because they entirely forced the school setting on him. The original concept for JJK does sound a lot more interesting to me.
Yeah? What was that?
It was supposed to be like a found footage-esque manga,
Oh, yeah.
which like blending found footage horror and manga sounds so incredibly
Yeah.
interesting.
All I know is Panda Solo is your favorite verse.
Sure he does, buddy.
I love Panda.
What about
Panda,
Panda, from
Panda.
Tekken?
Ah.
From Tekken. What about Tekken Panda?
Right? When they came out with the Panda decks for JJK, I really desperately wanted to make Panda good in JJK. I just could not make a good Union Arena. He's I love the character. I love everything about him. He needs more support somehow. Like, there's just not enough to do Panda stuff. And Yellow was kind of weak, honestly, out of that color. Tekken Panda, solid choice. Good choice. I like that.
Again, I've never played a Tekken game in my life. I just know that the lore is unhinged for Tekken.
It is very
So many people getting thrown off of cliffs.
Right?
I saw a Velociraptor cuck a kangaroo.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
I don't know what those writers are on, but I want some of it.
Right? All right, we're going to take a quick break. This one's going to be quick. Just going to get some water, refill up, make sure the wheel's good to go, and we're going to come right back for our third round, which is going to be the longest match of our entire careers. We're going to see Blue Purple Luffy go up against Yellow and L. And you know Yellow and L will be taking their time. So get ready, get the popcorn ready. We're going to have ourselves a nice long one. Can't wait. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Humber Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D. With me,
It's a me, Mario.
it is Mario. The man Mario. We got Porter here in the house.
Or is it Mario the idea?
He is
ever
just a
seen-
concept. He is
Have
just-
you ever seen that video? Mario the man versus Mario the idea.
Which one cleans pipes better?
No, it was like some guy's like, you know, complete utter nonsense like philosophy paper. It's a really funny video if you've ever seen it.
All right, well, definitely look it up. Guys, we're ready for round 3. I'm super excited for this one. We got ourselves a matchup of Titans, Monkey D. Luffy, Blue Purple, which has been absolutely outstanding in this format. We thought that the down power for the ban list was going to make this thing kind of almost irrelevant. Nope. Not even close. This thing is still super power, and it's getting more power-up tools with PRB that we're going to check out here in a little bit. Going up against the big stall, Anil, the man that likes to play the game forever.
Now, it's not like I have to go to work tomorrow.
Right? We're just going to sit here. I hope you guys got your popcorn. I hope you guys have everything ready.
My shift starts at 7:30. How could you do this to me?
You cruel son of a... All right, we're going to get
I
in
have
the
to
deck
wake up at
list.
5.
We're going to get in the deck list, check out the match. Get ready. We got ourselves a Titan Industry. Round 3 of 4 of this championship series. Let's get to it.
Okay, here we have Blue Purple Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what this leader does, it's broken.
Facts.
If this effect can be activated at the start of your turn if you have 8 or more Dawn cards on your field. So this starts before you add your Dawn, importantly. And this also happens before you draw, importantly. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 Straw Hat Crew type card, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest on the top or bottom of the deck in any order. Usually search effects only bottom deck. This one lets you stack your deck as well, meaning you also stack your draw, which is basically a search.
It's like getting 2 for 1.
Yeah, and it also means you draw 2 cards every turn, basically.
And 2 cards that you probably want.
And also, it lets you stack your deck for this card. Reveal 1 character from the top of your deck and play a character with a cost of 9 or less other than Sanji. Then place the rest to the bottom of your deck.
Super strong. I mean, this has been a staple in the deck since day 1.
And so we're trying to get to 8 Dawn as quickly as possible. And so we have Ram cards like this Zoro Juro, which is a bit slow, but it is really good. We have Gear 2, we have Thunder Bagua, we have God Thread,
Bon Clay up above.
Bon Clay, and then we have powerful cards like Gum Gum Giant to just constantly stall out. And then we just have our top end. We have arguably one of the best cards in the game. We have new Marco.
This card's so good.
It's a blue deck, so why not play Marco?
Right? Who cares if I can't search for this card? It's still good.
I also want to draw attention to the sheer amount of bricks that this deck is playing.
Yeah.
I believe Beef Patty counted this out to 28 bricks.
Wow. There's 50 cards allowed for each deck.
So it's
28,
more bricks
more than
than
50%.
not.
Yeah.
You want to be playing less than 20 bricks is the usual deck build.
But I gotta say, coming from Beef Patty's perspective, the man has loved event cards. Like, I overly loved event cards. I don't know if his first leader was an event savvy one.
No,
but-
his first leader was Reiju.
Yeah, so yeah.
It's a blue-purple leader.
Yeah, I mean, he is a fan of the colors, but the amount of just events and bricks and no counter, and he doesn't even have the 0 cost of all things, which is usually the counter to not have enough counter, right? You use the 0 cost, so you have something.
No, we need to put more bricks in the deck. Don't you understand? We need to not counter out of swings because we want triggers off of. We want to hit the triggers, right? That's what we want to do. Is we want to hit triggers.
Right, and just the sheer amount of non-counter on this deck and it being undefeated into round 3 says quite a bit for it. I gotta say, I'm thoroughly impressed that Beef Patty was able to take it this far, but he's gonna have a tough matchup.
I mean, a lot of those bricks were the conditional bricks of counter, or the events, which if you have Dawn up aren't bricks, but
That's fair.
But it means
But
you have to
you
dedicate
always-
Dawn to having counter, which isn't great.
Right, because you can't play characters. You're not really advancing the board. You're not going for big swings. You're allocating too much of your resource into
You're
making
just
sure you're playing
sitting
defensive.
there like a coward. Speaking of cowards,
Right? Here goes Anil, the trigger man himself here. This guy says 4 life, but let's be real, he's really 8.
so 1 life with this is 4 life, by the way.
Right?
So this is actually usually a 7 life leader, if nothing else.
On average, definitely around 7. The ability that if you have 0 life, you can discard a card from your hand and get a life off the top of your deck. You have cards that take life to kill and pop characters. You have this Beiji that's still a menace in today's One Piece. You
Just
see
wait
this
till
thing?
April. Just wait till April. Just wait till April. You never have to see this card again. Just wait till April.
I'm gonna laugh if they like Uno reverse us and be like, "We're just kidding."
I mean,
there's no.
there have been people saying that that things from PRB1 will stay, which means this will stay.
Well, there you go. So get used to this guy, man. The trigger from life, it really can ultimately end an alpha swing turn,
And
which
this
is
would
very
be a
unfortunate.
mid trigger in Union Arena,
Right? Just
because
turn off
that
one
game
attack.
is not well designed when it comes to triggers.
Oh, right. Put it on the eternal list. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Then we have ourselves.
Give it a
Charlotte.
manga. Give it a manga. Give it a manga, baby.
That's what I like to see before anything. That'd be great. Manga.
Well, manga
Capone.
would put it on the Eternal list.
Yeah, let's do it. Trigger this on play. You get a nice little like 3-cost blocker, so you get to. And then of course you got a body here from the trigger from Frankie, if you have one or less life cards, of course. We got this new Sanji here from EBO2. On play, if you have 2 or less life cards, draw 2 cards and trash 1 card. So a lot of these new blockers have that ability to draw 2, trash 2.
It's just Queen,
Kinda
but again, it's just Queen, but again, we're giving Queen to more colors.
Fair, absolutely. Shirahoshi, off the play, on play, draw 3 cards, trash. It's a nice little graceful charity. But
Yeah,
also,
on a 5 cost, you only want to hit this off of trigger. You never want to actually hard play this.
very fair. Gedetsu, a nice little on play KO effect here. Which is going to kind of add to kind of the theme. This one doesn't play like we normally see in else.
No, this is not the cowardly control list. This is just Anel.
Kind of like base version without the...
This is like just Anel before people realized how to play like a little baby coward.
stall. Does that mean-
I'm not going to swear on this because I have some choice words for this deck.
we do have some pieces that are still in here.
I mean, of course you play the like top end for Anel. The Anel's top end never changes except for, I mean, one card that we don't see as much anymore, but we'll highlight the card we do see a lot because this card is crazy for Anel.
Absolutely. EBO2, this was a card that spiked everyone's interest to say, Anel's back in the meta and it's going to be top tier because it does have a very powerful ability. When attacking, you may trash a card from the top of your hand, and if you have 1 or less life cards, add 1 card from the top of
Trash
your
a card
deck.
from the top of your hand.
Yeah, sure. From the top of your deck and and add to the top of your life cards. Then this character gains plus 1,000, so nice little 12,000 swing. Discard a
12k
card.
with rush and heal.
It's so good. In the end game, we've seen this thing stall out and just constant.
And of
life
course,
gain.
because the person who built this deck was actually Spencer, of course we're playing the Donut Man himself, even
You have
though
to.
Anel is better than this card in every single way.
Absolutely. So in these events, Damned Punk I've seen quite a bit. Gum Gum Fist Pistol Red Hawk. I don't know if I've seen this too often. Is this live?
It's decent. For 4 Dawn, if you or your opponent have 5 or more life cards combined, so that's combined total. KO one of your opponent's characters with a base cost of 5 or less, so it's just a decent little removal spell, and it also has counter.
All right, fair enough.
So it's like decent.
Yeah. This one is the one you're going to want to fear. Don't let this one be the last card in life. If you do, it's already bad enough with leader effect, but this one just instantaneously getting additional life, meaning you don't have to activate the Anel, so it's just continually gaining more life. You're the one that should disappear. Please. We'll see.
Anel is the one who should disappear, which is what the event is saying, actually.
Right?
They're all pointing at Anel and telling him to go away.
So let's get into our 3rd round of 4 matchup here. Beef Patty on Blue Purple Luffy. Steven, first time on camera. Gonna be playing this Anel deck. Given to him by Ocean Man. So Dawn 1, we didn't see too many Dawn 1 plays here for Steven here, so not unheard of. Looks like he's going to be putting that blocker to the front here. So starting off with a Brule blocker. 5k swing to can't really do anything. Steven, unfortunately, being reminded this is a 6k leader.
Oh yeah, because for whatever reason it's also a 6k leader because this deck wasn't strong enough.
Right? 6k coming in. This one going to be insta take from Steven. Got a nice little event on life here.
Play.
Already ramping out 1. Yep, just going to pass the turn. Doesn't have anything good to copy yet. We'll see if Steven feeds him.
I mean, the ramp's more important than anything else here.
Absolutely. I imagine Steven probably going to maybe put out a character or just try to get some value out of a swing here.
We could also Red Hawk.
Oh, absolutely. Get this thing out of the board. Get it out of the way here. And then just swing after with what's left, right? Because it's a 5, so it wouldn't take too long.
There it is.
Going to have to rest 2 more? 3 more?
3.
That will get rid of the Bonclave, so no
But it's
longer a
worth
threat.
it.
Oh, absolutely.
We can even now still poke.
Yep. And get a 6 just to get a card out of hand. And leave up our blocker. Here comes 6. That one going to be a take from Beef
Yeah,
Patty.
usually we want that to turn on Bagwas.
That makes sense.
Although we are already at 6, so
Let's
unless
see.
we can ramp twice this turn or ramp once and have a Bagua.
We'll see. Here comes 6 to life.
No.
Nope. Decided against it. Taking all 6 here.
Planning him out.
Plan on his turn. Here comes 5. Sorry.
4. Oh yeah, that is.
For
No.
the
Oh wait, we're at 7. We're not at. I thought we were.
1, 2, 3, 4 Bonclay 1 to 5. Yes, and then that's 7.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
a 7. Yep. The Bonclay ramp. It gets really difficult when you get these ramps. I
Right,
hear you.
I forgot.
So
I forgot we were going second.
second, 2, 4 to 5.
Usually
down to
I
7.
expect blue purple to go first.
I think he lost a die roll on this one.
Yeah, it's just I'm also so used to giving them first. So
Right. 6 gets a 2K counter out of Steven's hand. Back to Steven, leaving 2 open. Thunder Bagua, the likely choice here for the
or
defense.
just leaving 2 open for any of the counter, but most likely
So much.
Bagua. Bagua would completely put us online for.
The next turn to start searching. Here comes a nice little 4 cost. We're gonna get some
Playing
bodies
with
with
Frankie
Frankie.
is not great. I
Yeah.
almost want to like just put everything under the loot or under
Leader.
the leader.
Yeah.
Yep, there's Bagua.
It's gonna give him that
turns
ramp.
on Luffy. Luffy is now live.
2 cards a turn for Beef Patty, curving exactly like you want to in this blue purple. If they can get 2 ramp cards before their turn
It
8,
needs to be
dawn 8.
3 going first usually. But
Yeah, but with, it was going
Oh,
second.
no ad off of this one.
Is he gonna whiff on us? Wow, he's gonna whiff on the search. You don't see that too often. Hello,
Hey, so
homie,
it's
good to see you.
stack the deck.
Yeah, just didn't bottom it notably.
And co-commentator. Thank you so much. I'm glad I make such an impression.
I think he knows who you are. Always good. It does rotate quite a bit, though. I think a lot of people got confused on Sunday because we had 4 casters in total on Sunday for the Fab coverage. It was absolutely insane.
I don't
Great casters.
Player watch Fab, so
I don't blame you. It's hard to keep up. I mean, you're already playing Unarena, Gundam, One Piece. Did we convince you to get into the League of Legends game?
no. I'm not touching anything that Riot Games has made.
I don't blame you.
The only thing League of Legends I'll ever interact with is Arcane.
So Sanji the play with that Dracula Mihawk that's been in and out of decks, bottoming that blocker that Steven was kind of leaning against here. Fat hand for Steve, but
I mean, it's a no. Of course, it's a fat hand.
yeah. Not a lot of great targets for Yamato, right? I mean, he can get rid of Nami.
I mean, Yamato's not even great here because we don't get the heal off of Yams.
That's true. So we'll see what Steven wants to put out here. He's already going to be facing out some massive bodies for the next turn from Beef Patty. Leader Swing, Sanji, Mihawk.
That's 8 at life. Mm-hmm. A single.
Yeah, Gum
that
Gum.
does it.
Yeah.
I was like either Gear 2 or Gum Gum Giant.
So Gum Gum Giant going to filter through, getting one of the God Threads he no longer needs.
I mean, it's still removal if nothing else.
Heavy investment, personally. But here
It
we
is
go,
heavy
Big A Swing.
investment, but it is technically removal still.
Absolutely.
We just put everything else under the Frankie, I think.
Yeah, homie, I think you've been through most of them. I mean, you were here. If you were here for the beginning, we used to have Little Pound Cake until he had a child, so he used to be in the rotation. We have a total of 6 casters in all for Humble Pie. Trying to spread the wealth. I got with Matt in the Gundam. I got Marcus who does the Riftbound with me and
Have
the
you
One
streamed
Piece.
Riftbound yet?
Not yet, but we're getting some content here soon. We had to learn the game first. We actually thought about going live with it, but then we're like, we should probably learn how this game works without looking like idiots. So we've done mostly just teach events. Once we get the actual product in hand, yeah, we will. We're going to be doing some
Are
Riftbound content.
is Riftbound like mainly gonna actually still be competing with One Piece on Tuesdays?
We are going to move it as soon as we find out what the player base looks like.
Okay.
So the reason it's been Tuesday is the best day for training and open for most of our players. But given that we don't know where the players are going to be pulled from Riftbound, we don't know what day to move it to. We want to make sure it doesn't endanger any of the other card games. So if it doesn't affect One Piece at all, then it will be Tuesday.
Okay.
I mean, obviously it's going to affect us with Marcus, but
I mean, Marcus hasn't been playing One Piece for a while now.
exactly. So it's not that big. Ooh. Oh, wow. Is this just a
We're gonna
Gravity Blade for 1?
no,
Okay.
we're discarding and bouncing the 2K back to hand.
Okay. Interesting play here.
I mean, I I guess.
Steven on the take, though. But now he's just going to discard and get another life, because that was not
Yeah.
necessarily the last swing here, but is 9 going to get through that fat hand that Steven has?
Oh, that's only
he's
7.
Because he has to keep 2 open for the events all the
And
time.
we just bounced a 2K back.
Yes, I mean, here's 2 cards, and there's that
Well,
2K.
why did we bounce the 2K back? Why didn't we just swing board?
Right? Seems like the more optimal. To want to get those cards in a hand, right?
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Beef Patty. All right, Rush Ace here. Going to get himself a heal.
And rush.
So this one, hopefully it can deal with the board state. But
Yeah, probably 10 into the 8 Luffy. Also, Beef Patty insisting on using the Learn Together deck SECs, which look awful, by the way.
you know why he's doing it, because we were talking about it earlier.
Yeah,
about
it's
how
because
bad
they look
look.
so bad.
Yeah.
That's the reason he does it. It's because they look so bad.
There wasn't a Sanji, though. It was just the blue.
No, it's just the Luffy.
And then
the
that Zoro.
But the
Ugh.
Zoro is a bad card.
Yeah. It has room in some decks, but it really feels bad to play.
It has room in some decks, but most of those decks have better things they could be using that room for.
Fair. Absolutely.
It's just too slow these days.
Right. All right, and Nell at 2 life here. Technically 3, because the leader ability's still live.
Which means we need 4 swings. Potentially 5 if it's...
Any of those triggers. 9, take. Man, Steven's
Yeah.
quick on the take here. He's got a lot of triggers. I would be like trying to bluff, if anything, or just like give it time.
No, I mean, we don't need to think. We just heal.
Why did we heal right there?
Because we took at 1 life.
You don't take life to pitch a life. You take when you go to 0 life.
No, that was the take. That was the Mihawk swung we took.
No.
Yes.
Look. Okay.
Sanji swung, and now Mihawk... Sanji swings at 2 life.
Yeah.
Mihawk takes. Mihawk swings at 1 life, takes, and then heals.
Take here. Okay, so we're taking them.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. Sorry. The
Yes,
order
that
fell.
is your bad.
Yep. Discarding, got it there to get 1 back. Just looked weird for me for some reason. Like either it was too long of a delay or whatever. A lot of 5 open Dawn here. Beef Patty saying I got defenses for days.
Either that or we actually put things on to swing.
Maybe. We'll see. All those events were a heavy Dawn investment. Here comes 4.
Swing 8.
Okay. This one should be alright. 2 2Ks. Beiji, where you'd like to see it more in life here. Here
Okay.
comes 6.
6. We have to take. That's rough.
Ouch.
Hope we have some top end. I'm playing 2
Oh,
Marco.
2 Marco blockers. Okay. Jeez. Steven, probably going to play something like a Russian L, you think? Just to get game
Anel,
1?
Yamato.
Yeah, here comes an
Anel.
L. Alright, so this is going to be a nice little heal 1 so we can keep leader ability active. Here comes Rush Ace, the first block to draw 2 for Beef Patty here. Leaving 2 open. Still has room for a lot of those one cost counters or Thunder Bagua. Here comes a Nell. Probably going to go board here, I imagine.
Yeah, should be on board.
Beef Patty does have a lot of defense in his hand here. It's not a great choice for Steven. Here, that should be able to discard to draw. Ooh, the 0 cost too. Discard. Alright. To get 1. Here comes 11, 12. Where's it going? Point at something. Sanji?
Not sure. Probably whatever we just block, right? We just block with
And
Marco.
to get 2? Yeah.
Or we're thinking about countering.
I mean, he's got no more Dawn left to allocate for a leader swing, so leader can't go into anything. Interesting. Alright, just goes for the draw 2.
I mean, we have enough swings.
Absolutely.
4 swings in this position is ideal,
Right.
unless we get a bad trigger.
So, Usuhachi, you know, this seems to be the #1 pick that I see often.
'Cause
The
it's a
card
2K.
review. Yeah, it's a very good 2K. But it is a 2K, yeah. But it's so often I see it. It's like, that's the one they show me all the time. Just by the way, I got more 2Ks. Alright, 10 Dawn turn
It's
here for
either
Beef
Gomeo
Patty.
Giant or Usohachi, usually.
Yeah. Gonna start off with a nice little Luffy swing. Yeah, 7K from lead. Asking for 2. Steven takes is gonna be really bad news.
I mean, not necessarily if we're just fishing for triggers.
All right, gonna pitch one to get +8. There we go. We already knew we had that. Was gonna pitch it originally. All right, here's a 9K swing. Gonna discard. Get a life. 9K. If he takes no, that's
It could be a beige or it could be a 0 house, but it doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it. No, I didn't see any triggers from Steven here. No triggers from Steven.
That's rough.
This deck was had so many triggers. I didn't see a single
Well,
one.
at least it didn't last long.
All right, beef
Yeah,
patty
that's a leader
supers.
pack.
Yeah, that's a leader pack. Oh, delete the evidence. Delete the evidence. We only give away good packs here. At
Sure you do.
Pie.
And I've opened them, surely.
I know, right? All right, that's going to do it for this round. That means we have one round left. We're going to take a quick break before we get back. If you haven't done so yet, if you're on YouTube, you're on Twitch.
I mean, we haven't checked YouTube.
Well, yeah, we'll check it during this break here. But please do comment for your chance to win. We're going to give away 4 packs tonight because Monday
It doesn't
AWS.
overlap, also. You can't comment on YouTube, too.
Well, they could if I don't know who they are. Personally, that'd be a great way to do it. If I don't know who you really are. But then again, if you try to Discord message me, and then I'm like, well, I already know who you are. So it all depends. You can try to sneak your way in for an extra drawing in the hat. It's up to you. I don't care. I appreciate you guys just commenting and making this special for us. We got a finals matchup. Get ready for it. This man has made the finals again, and he's trying to put up the most amount of points we've ever seen ever.
I mean, this is also longer, so.
True.
And I did have like a significant 3-week loss streak during this, so.
Able to recover from it though. Impressive. But you're gonna.
It's because I show up every day. That's the reason I'm constantly top ranked. That's the secret. Is I show up. I give myself the most amount of chances to get points because I'm always there.
So let me get this straight. If you play the game more, you get better at the game?
I'm not saying I get better at the game. I give myself more chances to get lucky.
So if you expose yourself more to the game, to play more games.
If I play more games, I win more games. Yes.
Think about that for a little bit. All right, everyone. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
You just have to.
Welcome back to Humber Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D. With me, is here with me. We're going to be doing some great coverage for the final round, where is actually at the table playing his favorite deck. It's like gonna be like you do room. It's like your power enabler. No, okay, that would have been pretty cool. All right, we got ourselves some great deck lists and the final round coming right up. I really can't wait to showcase this. Porter dominated the MVP spot, and now safely before this match even started, locked himself in for the most points ever earned
before this
and-
week ever started.
Yeah, locked himself in for the first time ever, being a two-time
most
MVP.
points ever earned was me before this as well.
Yes, and now even higher of a one. So he's setting the
it's
bar
because
high.
the weekest this season was longer.
Yeah, and I think most seasons will be decently long. We'll see. We're going to be revamping the season yet again, trying to see if maybe it was. There's a lot of factors that go into it. This was probably one of our, not our strongest. Let's say it was strong. It was good.
I feel like it's gotten a lot better recently.
Absolutely.
I think it was my personal take is it was the start of school, so a lot of people had like obligations that they were going to. Maybe some of the people who are here during the summer had to go off to school,
or had to go home because they're here.
Yeah.
They're here.
I think there are a lot of new TCGs, Gundam and such, taking
Riftbound and
more attention away. But like we've started to see a lot more new people still. Or it's getting back up to some of the bigger tournaments we've held recently. So
Absolutely.
we are actually still doing very well. And this was like actually quite a big one.
And I think it was because it came in so late that people didn't join the actual season. A lot of these people, they're just paying for the regular vote. And I gotta say, that goes to shout out to Bondi because they make these amazing products. These PRB sets, while they do need to print more, are still awesome enablers to bringing new people in the game, and it is shown to be successful every single time. Please print more.
PRB should be printed to death. I
really
should
should be.
still be seeing this on stores like 3 years later.
Absolutely. This is probably the best products for getting new players into the game. It's something that Magic has decided to abandon for some reason.
I don't want anyone playing their game at this point. I feel
I
like.
know, right? It's like these products are just money, and it doesn't need to be the value in the packs. It's just the fact that you have access to key pieces like Cavendish, and you get those to make that one cheaper. You get key pieces of secret rares that were hard to pull from other boxes. You get these great Dawn cards that are beautiful, and they hold their value for such a long time. And you've got these new PRB cards that are great. We're seeing the power. It's been insane. We're going to see it yet again. And the deck list that we're checking out, you didn't add anything from PRB, did you?
Technically, no.
Okay.
There were cards that got reprinted in PRB that I now had access to, but no cards that were like from the set.
Makes sense. We've got two amazing decks. One of them showcasing some of the cards in this PRB. I can't wait. Stay tuned, guys. We are only 4 packs away after tonight's 4 packs from opening this up live on stream, and every single pack will be given away to someone. Every single pack will be given away to anyone watching the stream when we go live with One Piece. I can't wait. We have to get rid of these and get to it soon because OP3 13 is
OP3?
yeah, OP3, OP13.
Man, I can't wait to pull those $80 Katakuri-based secret rares.
Right.
Man, remember that time? Remember when this game was way more expensive than it had any right being?
Right. And I think that goes a lot to say with Gundam too. I hope that they correct course just like they did last time.
Hopefully
we'll see.
it doesn't take an entire year.
Right. We'll see.
Or more
It's
than
on
an
you, Gundam.
entire year. Because it was well over a year for One Piece, so...
What gets me the most is it's the same company, so they should have learned learn their lessons by now. Wouldn't you think?
Well, I mean, apparently it's because they've tried to make a Gundam TCG so many times and it's failed every single time. Hopefully this one doesn't.
Right.
Because I'm putting money into this one.
I like it. I can't wait. We're gonna get that's tomorrow night. Stay
Yep.
tuned. We got some live content coming from Gundam. We got the pre-release event. I'm super excited. We got some new cards.
Honestly, the new cards are looking interesting. I do not think this is going to be a fun sealed format. This looks terrible for sealed.
We'll find out. The only way to know is to try, and we're gonna see it out tonight because you're gonna be on the camera with me, right? Opening packs.
Sure.
All right, let's do it. Of course, Matt is my secondary for Gundam, so if he's there, then I do have to.
I mean, I'm sure Matt will be there.
Yeah, he should be. If Matt's there, then he is my Gundam go-to guy. So that's no disrespect to you.
I know, I get it. I'm the One Piece guy.
We're gonna get that content coming to you, but after this match and the 4-pack giveaway, let's get into the final round between Blue Purple Luffy and Green Yellow Trafalgar Law. All right, I'll start off with the Blue Purple Luffy. This one masterfully discussed in the last video, but this one now
28 bricks.
Beef patty. Why?
So right. This one a definite new take on it. This event crazy deck that we're going to get into in just a minute is trying to play defensive tactics with all the power creep that it has. Obviously, in the first couple turns, this leader gets powered once it gets up to 8 Dawn. At the start of the turn, if it has a Dawn, they get to get 2 cards per turn. And after that, the deck really starts to turboing it out of control and cycling most players out of the game. And to do that, they've got to make sure they do it fast because they know the best strategy is to get under it. So to stop the quick decks that try to kill it before it gets to the double draw or too many double draws, we got Juro, if you, excuse me, Juro allows you, because it's a 3-life leader, ramp. You've got the on-play Bonclave that gives you +1. You've got your God Thread, and you have, what is the...
Gear 2.
Thank you.
And Bagua is also ramp.
Gear 2, which is another quick answer, and the Thunder Bagua, which is now got 4 of. Usually he was only playing 2, now up to 4. Likes the defensive play, likes leaving 2 open for a 4,000 counter. But guys, let's get that Dawn. Let's get the Dawn because we want this leader to be active as soon as possible so it can start drawing 2 cards per turn. See the top 5, take a card that is Straw Hat. Next, set up the draw for yourself, and then potentially set yourself for another threat when you play the Sanji off the top. And then, since you know what it is already, likely get some of these big hitters. Something like this Dracula Mihawk that bottom decks the blockers or the problem children that are 7 costs or less, or getting themselves into a nice little Rush Luffy that has an attack trigger where you trash a card from your hand and return up to 1 character 4 costs or less to your opponent's hand and give 1 Rest of Dawn to your leader and or character. So a nice little way to get around these blockers. And it has blockers itself. Sanji blocker, Nami blocker, and this new menace from PRB, the draw 2 on KO Marco blocker that's going to be a staple in anything blue, in my opinion. We also have 1 copy of this nice little Rush Luffy. Really good. Return up to 1 or more cards from your Dawn deck, from your Dawn field to the Dawn deck. Draw a card, and this card gains Rush. Nice little big body swing. Of course, we got the defensive events. We're talking about Gum Gum Giant. You don't need any introduction. This card has been a meta since its printing. You've got the Gear 2 that is defense and ramp. You have the Thunder Bagua that is defense and ramp. And you have the God Thread that is the defense.
No, it's not defense. It's
I'm sorry, is the removal and on trigger ramp.
It is also ramp on removal too.
That's right. Thank you. We have arguably some of the best blue removal you can possibly get. This 6 cost removes anything. Bottom deck, anything, doesn't matter. And the 7 cost that gets a nice little 2-for-1, where you can place 2 characters of 6 or less to the bottom of your opponent's deck. Arguably better than most removals. Getting that thing in the bottom of the deck, getting out of the trash, a lot less versatile for any other deck out there. And it used to be a great counter against Nami. Feeble Rat, welcome back. Good to see you. All right, talk about your list, man. They've only seen this 1,000 times.
All right, so it's live. You put it down under it. If you have 5 cost more characters, you return a character to your hand, play a supernova 5 cost or less during your life. You have your searchers, you have the cards you want to play, you have Cavendish, which is a broken card. Then you have all the other good cards. You have this Law, which heals you to put more stuff in. You have this Beige to remove stuff, and you have Hody to win the game.
Mm-hmm. The drug man himself. I couldn't have said it better myself. All right, this is going to be the final round. Let's get to the table between these 2 titans. Can Porter continue his dominance and add to that huge point lead? Or will Beef Patty take a single point away from him?
Draw bricks.
We shall see. 3 life, 4 life. Who won the die roll on this one? I can't remember. I think it was you. So
It doesn't matter. The die roll does not matter in this matchup.
That makes sense.
Unless Beef Patty specifically wants to take me off of the curve I want.
And 2 being pretty optimal, especially when you can get the right characters out. We got a
Oh yeah, my
Luffy.
hand was 3 Luffy to start with, by the way.
I saw that from the glare there. I was like, man, is that 3 Luffy? And these are the ones we got from Bondi Card Fest, right?
Yeah.
I love these cards.
These
The
are so
one
good.
good thing we got from Bondi Card Fest was getting the copies of these. Because it definitely wants to get you to play the game.
Yeah, I got to play so much One Piece.
All right, back to the 3 Dawn turn for Beef Patty here. Here comes 6, asking for 2. Porter's on the take. 1 for Gear 2 for the ramp. There we go. So doing exactly what this deck wants to do.
And speaking of exactly what the deck wants to do, it's my turn. I have 4 Dawn. I don't remember exactly what my line was, but I know I had the line.
Yeah, right. All you need is just 5 costs on the board to start activating the leader ability.
Okay, so it was beige and then beige.
Okay. And now we have officially 5. Gonna reveal and put back exactly what target we want, which I imagine is gonna be Cavendish. And now
Now
we'll
put a Dawn under
Dawn
leader.
underneath. Yep.
Return the 2K to hand and play the Cavendish.
And just like that,
Restand 2.
he now has 2 free Dawn on top of the 6K swing.
And now it's an 8K swing.
Nice. Asking for 2 beef patty in the quick take.
Asking for 3.
Excuse me. Yes, thank you. Tasking for 3. Going to 6 Dawn turn here for beef patty since he was able to ramp.
Yep.
See what he does with this. Using those new PRB Gum
Snake Man.
Snake Man Dawn that came for the new PRB. I love this. 8K swing asking for at least 2 2Ks and get
And
it.
gets it.
All right. And that's going to be it for the
Passing.
turn.
Because we need counter.
Yeah, right.
We need counter
Right.
because we don't have counter on the main cards we want to play because we're playing 28 bricks.
This man going to need to use 2 Thunderbogwa if he's going to get himself in the situation where he can actually get up to the double draw. We'll see if Porter sees that play and says, "No, I'm not going to give it to you. I'll give you 1 swing, but not 2." Do you think that's a decent strategy? I mean, you know that he needs
Maybe.
two Thunderbogwas to ramp to get it. So you
I
swing
mean,
1.
I just need to be as aggressive as possible here, though. And
That's
he
true.
can just, even if I swing once, he can use both, even if it's just countering over.
That's fair. But do you think he would? That's the thing, right? If
don't
you had
know.
1 back, I think he would save it for the other attack. And then you'd be like, "That's cute," and I pass. It's a decent strategy. In my opinion.
Yep.
All right,
Just
6 to
swing
restand.
6 as a test here.
Yeah.
Only getting 1 restand off of this, but I'll let you know it's not the last Cavendish swing that's happening this turn.
I love it. The restand bounce law, all those things are really good with this deck. We're going to replace this immediately with the bounce law, sorry. Which is
Yeah,
going to...
blocker law. Grab, put beige effect,
Take and replace.
put restand law.
Nice. Into life here. Love these plays.
Then leader effect, bounce, play restand law, restand Cavendish.
Nice. The other thing I love about this is you keep teching 6 into it. He wants a Thunderbogwa. He wants to.
And
But
he
it's such an
is.
over counter for just a simple 6K swing.
And then swing 8.
Not getting the value here.
And he has the
Thunderbogwa.
second Bagua.
Yeah.
And
So
I
he is
put it
gonna-
live, but
Yeah.
I have a really good board position here.
That's true. Blocker law, restand that you can cycle if you want to kind of like constantly recycle this ability. You do have a blocker Beiji. And if you need to for a target for more searches, you've got the Monkey Luffy. This is very optimal. 5 versus no characters on his
Yeah.
board. So, gonna look at the top 5 here. Look to see if he can find a Straw Hat card. Add it to his hand.
I see a straw hat
okay.
card, and
There
it's
we go.
that
Rush
Luffy.
Luffy. So we'll see if he bottoms this. No, likes it. So stacked it up for the draw. We'll see what he puts on top. Interesting pull. Like if you see him do that, you realize they don't have a Sanji combo, right?
Yeah.
Because that would be an optimal target for Sanji.
Yep.
But
I mean,
Good.
here, arguably, Mihawk would be slightly better.
bottom decking the Beiji,
Yeah.
getting that
Or
protection
to
over
put
there.
like something like the Cavendish back into life.
Yeah. No, it's got a Bonkley
At
in
least
hand.
negate the swing.
Yeah. Absolute dead card in this situation.
I mean, like occasionally you could play it out to be an attacker if nothing else.
Fair. Get a decent swing. I do like the pseudo block on that Bonkley. Just warranting attention.
Although
But
when
with
I
your
play
deck,
so many searchers and
Yeah.
meanies, it doesn't really matter.
you got plenty of things to be like, nah, this Monkey D. Luffy kills it. I don't want to bounce it back to my hand and get the effect again. Definitely, you have the perfect answer for that card, but it's still very, very good card. Like, what's the most you've given it? 6K? Okay, yeah. If it was to copy anything at all.
Right.
Here comes 8 for that Rush Luffy saw grab. Alright. Gonna have to leave the 2 open for the Thunderbogger for defense here. Because notably, Porter has 5 potential attackers. Not like he's going to, but 5 potential attackers on the sports state. Alright, so looks like we're gonna activate to bounce the Beiji. And it is swinging into Cavendish.
Yep.
Recognize the value here.
Giving
And-
2 2Ks.
Yep. Gonna go 6 and a 6. Only asking for 1. That's the problem when you play so many cards that you
And
need to play for
gave
defense. Yeah. He can't really invest for a massive swing to get rid of a very key
Yep.
card for you. But now the board state remained as is. Porter now free to start doing some room effects to start getting these cab swings in. Would you say Cavendish is the strongest gear deck than any other deck that's been printed before? Personally, I think that, but what do you think?
I mean, maybe. I get to use Cavendish the most, definitely.
Like you abuse that ability more than any other deck I've ever seen in my life. It's a good effect, great effect. I mean, but that's why they locked it to the supernovas, right?
Right. I mean, originally it was supposed to be for Red Green Law, which could do, and Red Green Law and Red Green Luffy were the main things that I believe Cavendish was intended to be used for.
Yep. So just a simple swing from Bounce Law, smart because he is probably going to want to bounce it to get reback. But here comes an 8K swing, asking for 2. Will we get the Thunder Bagua? Nope. Beef Patty on the tank here. Has to respect the leader effect has an just from the hand, doesn't even need to bounce it back. Doesn't even need to.
I only play 2 right now.
Restand coming in for 8. Are we going to see the Thunder Bagua? If we're going to see it any, all it needs to be now. Get some value, but he does have to realize that you do have a leader attack. Beef Patty not
And potentially
happy.
a blocker law attack. But I don't think I do that here.
Just the 3 cards, I don't think you have to take the risk. He is shields down with all of his Dawn tapped, but you got to be very careful. Don't want to concede just at 1 life and let him have some kind of explosive turn.
Just swing in here.
Comes 6. Asking for a simple 1. Gives it up.
Gives 2.
2, sorry. Why?
Because he's not reading his card.
Okay. All right, give it up to 1. Get a beautiful. Get the Dawn that he got back from the Cavendish swing to just put out another blocker. So we got 2 blockers and the protection from the Beiji. Beef Patty going to be adding 2 to make his hand 4. But a little slow here because if he goes for the play for the
So I'll tell you right now, my hand is entirely 1Ks. Beef Patty has lethal right now.
Oh, he does. With 1 life here, yeah.
Yeah, 1 life. Swing. Oh, especially with Usohachi. Yeah, definitely lethal. Usohachi, rest blocker law. Luffy, bounce Beiji back to hand. Swing, I believe, 11, and then swing 12 with
11 and 12, yeah.
With leader just completely kills me.
Well, it's interesting because you're bringing up something that I love to talk to One Piece players about quite a bit. There's a point in the game that you have to realize that this is it. I'm not going to survive another turn. So the only thing I should be thinking of is how I can best go for game. If I'm Beef Patty here, 4 cards in hand, the chances of me surviving 2 restand laws, Cavendish, because if I don't do anything with the board here, right, I'm just going board, you block twice. I now have leader, 2 restand laws, a bounce to restand to another attack, and a Cavendish swing.
And the blocker law and leader.
You might use the blockers, the leader, yes, but you might use the blockers for these attacks, maybe, right? Logically, Beef Patty has to be in the mindset now that I have to go for game because that is the only option. I cannot afford the crackback. So what really separates a lot of like great players in this game are the ones that can analyze when to pivot, when that last turn is. Is it my opponent's last turn? Is this my last turn? If it is my last turn, the only thing I should be focused on if I'm Beef Patty is going for game. Because I don't see any scenario, unless, even with 10 Dawn, that he can put out enough blockers to, like I said, restand law, blocker law, if he doesn't get rid of it somehow, Cavendish, leader, the restand gives you another tick. That's 6 swings, 4 cards in hand. That's playing nothing, but 6 swings with 1 life. You can't survive that. Even if you go board here, you can't survive what's about to happen because with 2 swings, amply attacked, you block twice. Again, you still have restand law, Cavendish, and leader, and can bounce any of these restands to replay. Just it's too much. So Beef Patty should be focusing on game here. We'll see if he does it. All right, 10 Dawn. Is that a 7 cost? Okay, so we could bounce both, but no, we can't because the Beige can stop it, right?
I mean, you can leader swing or Luffy swing first, then bounce the Beige back to hand, so I don't have access to it.
That's fair. But then you can still block with the Trafalgar Law. Now he doesn't have.
I mean, I probably wouldn't block because it depends. If he just swings 8, I'm countering out of it.
Okay.
I'm not using blockers when I have counter.
That's fair. Absolutely. But you do have to realize that you know that one of those blockers is going to be useless from this Luffy attack.
I mean, it's only the beige.
Okay.
But the beige basically forces him to at least have a discard.
Mm-hmm.
Beef Patty deep in the tank here.
That's why I love this Beige blocker. It really makes that play awkward, because you know Beef Patty would love to just play the 7 cost right now. The 7 cost event.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He has Grab Blade in hand, and again, he has lethal on board right now.
Goes for the rest. Here's that play. So maybe he is going lethal here. We'll see. Doesn't need. Oh, he doesn't need to attach on for this. He just needs to discard a card.
Yep.
That is going to put him at 2 cards in hand. Another indicator he cannot survive the backswing.
Yep.
There's just not enough defense in the world. So here comes a rush. Going to discard, attacking into the Cavendish. This is the mistake. Should have gone life.
Yeah, should have gone life here, and I probably should have countered out of this, recognizing that I'm now no longer dead.
But he hasn't discarded either for the get rid of the Beiji. So, did you offer him the situation? You said, "Hey, are you going to use the ability?"
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I know you'd like to be a good guy.
Okay,
with
I
that.
did counter out of this,
All right,
actually.
just counter out from hand. 6 and a 6 and 1. Yeah, don't even need to use the blockers. Oh no, I don't know how he gets back from the situation. Because even now, still with this,
Wait, if we were going for a Gravity Blade play, why did we not bounce the beige back?
right? Because that was the thing that was protecting it. Interesting.
He was
Beef Patty
trying to
might
get
have
me
forgot.
to block there. I think he was trying to get me to block with the beige, I think.
Yeah,
I
because if
didn't
he
wanna
could have
get
got you
rid
to
of the card
block,
in
then he
hand.
could have used it to get rid of the Cavendish and the blocker law, right?
Yeah, but now it doesn't matter because anything he gets rid of, even if he gets rid of the beige, I still get to heal 1, which puts me in a very preferable position.
Right.
And
Just gonna
pass him
pass
with
on the
7
turn.
up.
Wow. Oh man, Beef Patty realizing I think right then that was not the line for this attack here. Did not play like he was going for game. But Porter, you should be feeling pretty confident that you can be able to get these
Oh,
attacks
this is
in.
lethal here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
And I'm not one to make the same mistakes.
yeah, right?
I'm just doing math to make sure.
Here comes the first 6, gets a 1k out of hand.
Knew he had it because he accidentally pitched it earlier.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't know that the 7 cost in his hand. Would you, if you saw the 7, do you think you would make that like just count as like how much time do you have open? The 7 is like, did you have Gravity Blade? Would you make that assessment?
I mean, Gravity Blade is not very standard, so
Okay.
because deck lists aren't public, I wouldn't necessarily know he has it. But now I'm just like, give me 2 or give me at least a event.
Yeah.
Okay, but now I know he has 1 card, so I can just swing 8 3 times and probably just win.
Right. So getting activate the leader ability, doesn't have to, but has the option. Keeping the Beiji in life here to restand to replay. That's so good. I love these restand play counts. All right, here comes another 8. Beef Patty on the take here.
And then this is just game.
Yeah, you've got 3 6k swings alone. There's no
And
way you can
there's
fight
8,
out of this. Yeah, just 1k counter, not enough. Beef Patty taken down by our 2-time MVP. There's still 1 round left, but let's be real here, guys.
I mean, it's mathematically the MVP.
Right? It's absolutely mathematically impossible for you not to be. We got ourselves the biggest point leader and who could be putting up some more points. But I tell you what, there's some other players out there that are aiming to try to take over this bracket and maybe squeeze them in. We're going to talk about that real quick and we're going to give these packs away. Stay tuned. Let me get that picture up. Here it is. Want to showcase our standings for the board. Right now, DeConquer and Curly both have an opportunity to steal variable spot and get them in that last spot for the championship. Those that don't remember, the championship is where we're playing from manga. There's some amazing prizes that we'll showcase during the championship on the 8th of November when we actually go and record it in the 10th of November when we go live with the content. But right now, both of these players do have a capability of knocking variable out if variable decides not to show up this Saturday. DeConquer does have full 4 because he doesn't have participation yet, but could get 4 to 17 and put himself in a comfortable position in the A spot. Curly, with the win, could get the full 3, put it to 16, and overtake variable if he doesn't show up. both these players prime to switching up these brackets. If not, this is very close to what we will be seeing in our bracket. When we go live, we will have the top 8 coverage here, and the winner match for the Pirate Champion will be on camera for all of our 4 matches that we will be recording live. Of course, we will have side events. We will have a bunch of really cool stuff. Please come out because OP13 is just out. So we have some boxes. We have some really cool tournaments. It's going to be a lot of fun. But as it stands, Cy has squeezed past Marcus into second place, meaning he's going to have at least 2 rounds guaranteed die favored choice. Porter all the way through the tournament, die favored choice. Marcus with at least 1 round of die choice favored. Beef Patty, Slack Tide, of course, will be that first match with Beef Patty just leaking ahead of Slack Tide, meaning he will get choice in this first round match, but after that, likely not so much. We'll see. We got to figure out who plays who. But we got a lot of really good stuff coming our way. We got some baseball cards, awesome content, and some really fun side events and Pirate Champions and really cool events that we're going to be hosting for you guys. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a little bit wacky One Piece stuff right before we get into OP13, where it's going to be Emu, Ace, maybe some Roger in December,
Zoro.
definitely, and Zoro. December, we get the promo. All right, let's add Feeble Rat to the board.
I feel like there are other.
We can double check. Homie was the last one I got.
Do we have It's the Mole?
Oh, it's some more. Good call. Almost missed him because I expected to see him during his match, but I think he came just a second too late. Didn't time it right. But yeah, it looks like that is the wheel here. We have 4 packs to give away. Let's find out who's walking away with these packs. Sweet low, sweet, here we go. Let's go. Ooh, little pound cake with a steal. Oh, you know what that means. We have 5 packs to give away. Little pound cake forcing me into my tax pack. We have 5 to give away. Little pound cake, congratulations. Do you want to, where's a pen? Where is a pen? We usually have one right here. Did you get moved? Did you see a pen over there?
Nope.
Alright. Little pound cake, you want to do this one?
Sure.
Once I get a pen that works. Does it work? Once I get a pen that works. Alright, this one should be fine. There we go. Little pound cake, congratulations. Tax pack is now live. Let's go live and see what we got. Holy rigged indeed, you were so close, side. Don't worry. We got 4 more packs to give away, especially with the tax pack forced by Little Pound Cake. Amanda wins a lot of these things. Let's go. I think we have at least guaranteed 1 hit left. I hope I didn't screw this up. We're gonna find out, especially with only 4 packs after this. 1 alt, still yet to be seen. Maybe a secret rare if I didn't screw these up. Oh, leader pack. All right, Koala. We're gonna bury the evidence. Delete the video. Delete the VOD.
He's gonna say it's because I hate him.
Probably.
I don't hate you.
I know.
I love you.
I hope he doesn't think that. Come on.
He's doing a bit.
All right, let's find out in our pack number 2 who's going away with this OP12. And last minute to the chat, but just in time for the pack. Feeble Rat, congratulations. Let's get ourselves some rage in the chat, please. Just in time, Feeble. Here you go, brother. We got ourselves a hot win for you. Let's see what you're going home with. I'm pretty sure I have your information. I'm pretty sure I've sent you something before. Almost positive. All right, let's start it off. Elvita. Shiki. Inuyasha. Karasu. Bastille. Urza Shock. Zephyr. It's like a breeze in the wind. Did you know that? Koshiro. Inazuma. Jaguar Diesel. All right, Kakurasaki's the first one. It's a good rare. It's a very good rare. Staple and Sakazuki. Oh, all right, double rare
Or
pack.
like Saka Poopy.
Yeah, right. Does this even see play in the
In Kuzan, it's very good in Kuzan.
Oh, good, good. At least to see some play. I wish that deck would have really.
I mean,
turned
Kuzan's
out.
fallen off the face of the earth.
It draws your deck. It sees your stuff, but it doesn't do enough. That's the biggest problem. It's like you get to draw your deck,
And
but it doesn't have the win con.
loses on
Yeah.
if it ever has to go first, it just immediately loses.
Oh, dang. All right, we got 3 more packs to give away. Let's see.
That's terrible for the first curve.
I can definitely see that. All right, let's go into our next winner. Ooh, just in time. Would you like to see what you won, sir?
Yes.
Braindead Porter on the pack opening rotation. If we were going to start talking about some rigged, this is rigged. You get to open your own pack. Congratulations. Let's see what you got.
Hopefully I get a money card.
Come on, baby. We got one left.
He doesn't pay me. This is the
I
closest
know.
I ever get to payment.
Right. Let's go. Come on, big money hits. Good money hits. The wheel hates me. I know, Si. We got 2 more packs, so we got 2 more packs.
We have 3 more packs.
2. You're
The
taking
tax
the third.
packs.
The 1 tax
Oh.
pack. After this one. Oh, Charlotte Pudding. Nico Robin.
That's
Okay,
fine.
that's not terrible. Nico's great. like the
Donate
Nico.
these. Sai, if you want these, you can have them.
All right. You get a nice little Nico Robin. We'll see. Remove it and get into the last 2 packs. Somebody shoo, 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 shoo. Let's go. I'm all right. It's good. We'll find somebody that wants to take this one home. And Curly! Congratulations. Hopefully, it's going to be something nice for you. He does say thank you, though. Curly, congratulations. Got ourselves a nice little hot hit for you. Let's see what we got. If don't hit tonight, that means we're that much closer to finally getting the last hit and getting ourselves into PRB. Shakes, Pacifista, Baratier, Color of Arma Hockey, Trafalgar Lammy, Full Body. That's too many words. I'm not going to do it. Konkasa, Seto. What's this one? Mizurka. All right, Captain, assemble. Oh, we didn't get rid of the secret rare. That means there's another hit left. We didn't. I didn't screw up. I didn't screw up. I didn't screw up. I didn't give it away. Oh, thank God I didn't screw up. Oh, thank God. You guys have no idea how mad I was when I saw that they pulled a secret rare Kuma from the packs I give away for bounty packs. I give away bounty packs for these guys to help kind of like say thank you for giving us the content and being on camera and making things a little
The
bit more
bounty packs
interesting.
have never gotten anything good for me.
But we had a Kuma opened and I was like, did I mix the prize packs? It is the only time I've ever brought them to the store. I never bring them to the store, but it was because I was leaving town that I had to do a live event and I wanted to give those packs away. And oh man, you guys have no idea how much I was sweating that. That means there's an alt left. There's an alt left in the box.
Hopefully.
Well, you get a leader and you get an alt and a secret.
I
rare.
think so.
That's usually how it goes. You get alt and secret. Like, there should be an alt left. Bonnie's not bad at seeing some play and some things, so I mean, that's great. Got a tax pack. Oh, thank God. Curly, congrats, man, that's huge! She's not that expensive anymore, right?
This was always the cheap.
The cheaper one. That's still good. Secret rare. Could go up. You never know when green might need more of the Bonnie plays. She does have there's a lot of decks that she's very good in. And I love that. Congratulations, Curly. Huge hit. And I'm so thankful that I didn't screw up. All right, tax pack. Let's find out. I've only got one of these left after this. And then we got to find some way to do tax packs after this. All right, let's find out who our tax pack lucky winner is going to be. Before we send off, and Chicken Teddies is live. We'll go live to Chicken Teddies. Haven't seen it in a while. Uchiha? Or Bell? Stole that second Bell Star 20! Congratulations, Bell Star 20. Now, I know you haven't gotten this, so I'm gonna have to reach out to Bell Star. Gotta figure out who this person is, because I've never shipped anything to this person. I wonder if it's a local. But definitely, congratulations, Bell Star, on your first win, and it's a tax pack.
Could be nothing.
Could be nothing. And these ones got all kinds of confused. I was giving these away during the first Bondi Card Fest a long time ago, so I lost track of what the ratios were in this thing altogether. Gave away a crap ton of them during the last Bondi Card Fest.
You didn't give away these ones. You gave away OP6 for
Oh, it was
that one.
OP6, that's right. So these things just been sitting around collecting dust. Blue Jam, Monda, Stary, Snake Dance. Tony Shoppa. Dracula Mihawk. More pizza. What's this? Mass Deuce. Oh, it's leader pack. Oh no, it's leader pack. Why did we have to end on a leader pack? Alright, Dragon. Frankie. We saw that today. And Demonic Order 9 Sword Style Asura Demon 9 Flash. I read it. There you go. I read it for you. Congratulations. I hate leader packs so much. Can you please put a super in there just to, or an SR in there just a couple times to not have that instant crash of emotions, you know what I mean?
And hey, leaders are good. You need them to play the game.
You do. I just wish that they didn't automatically mean that you're going to get nothing. Like, it takes the wind out of sails.
You get the leader.
The 5-cent leader.
Maybe if they made the leaders just like base foil always.
Oh, that would be pretty cool, actually. I like that. Just regular, and then you'd have like the alternate.
Like no textured foiling, but like just like the base rare foiling.
Sure. All right, that is going to do it for today. Thank you all so much for this. I've had a... that's not it. I've had a great time covering these matches. Can't wait to get these on YouTube. Obviously, I have a different outro for YouTube, so they're not going to see this. But I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I hope you guys come back next, because tomorrow we're going live with Gundam. Saturday, we got Union Arena.
Gundam? More like Gundam.
Looking forward to it. We got some fun stuff coming your way. And a lot of releases. Get ready. It's going to be huge with the release weekends. Stay tuned for more content. For now, as always, stay home.
Stay home, bro.
Stay home, bro. Stay home, bro.
We're using reverse psychology.
I know, right?